We back?
How about now?
Tyler, we good, man?
We'll get a text in about 1 minute.
Yes, I'm waiting.
Hi, Tyler.
On the delay, on the stream delay.
Alright, I'm gonna roll to hit.
Okay.
So that's an 18 plus 10, that's a 28 to hit.
Yes.
Alright.
And what type of damage is it?
Radiant.
Radiant. Okay.
So that's 12 and a 7, so it's 19 points.
Takes full damage.
Plus another 14.
I didn't realize this volume was all the way up when we started talking.
So that was an additional 14.
Classic.
Additional 14.
40-12 total, so I rolled all 4. Yeah. So
40.
So you shot him with all 4 remaining.
no, I have
Stars.
7. That's just one of them. Each one of them
Okay.
is 40-12 radiant damage.
So the first one was 19. Wait.
So I rolled 2d12 at a time. So the first 2 were 19. The second 2 were 14.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
I
a
got
total
you.
of 33.
Are they multiple hits?
No.
No, it was
Okay.
a single.
Alright, so
And plus 5.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then can you make a dex save for me?
I can.
Like it. You're not pulling any punches at the
A
beginning.
20 and a 14. A 20.
That way, by the time you're knocked unconscious, you've already will have done more damage than any one of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say decent cat damage. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I was casting Fireball at 3rd level, so I'm gonna roll and you'll just take half damage then for saving.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Okay.
6, 8. So that's 20 points. Halved would be 10.
His eyes flare red. Is that the end of Gregory's turn?
Yeah.
His eyes flare red as the scorching trails of your fireball just dissipate off of his adamantine armor. He says, "Oh, this is delicious. I haven't had a fight like this in a long time. My hounds will enjoy devouring your corpses." So end of Gregory's turn.
Am I on the little thingy that goes up?
You're on just like a stone circle.
Okay.
Like you're at ground level.
And it doesn't. This isn't like what we were using to teleport at all.
No.
Okay. Cool. I guess I'm gonna try to take as much cover as I can in there. If I can try to get around the corner of the wall or anything. I don't know what your
you
thoughts are on that.
moved
I only moved, let's see, 5, 10,
15.
Yeah, so I have half my movement still.
If you want to move around one of those rocks in either direction, you would have half cover.
So what, like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would give you half cover.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of Gregory's turn.
Okay. Then it is Arkin's turn.
Okay.
Thorum will be up. He's already used his reaction for an opportunity attack
Yeah.
against Gregory.
The with my Eldritch Sight, do I see any of these hounds?
No, not with just your Eldritch Sight. You do not. You would have to use the invisibility
Hey,
to be able to see.
were you afraid I forgot about you?
Did you?
I wasn't sure anything of what my move was going to be.
Do as much fucking damage as you can. And it's
Oh.
Try and survive one more round.
Run towards the portal.
I thought about that, but I was like, that's not how after him threatening Codex,
She wouldn't either.
Gregory would die. Which is unfortunate.
Because I don't have possession with the thing I need.
Where is it? Get on this thing. There it is.
I touch my ring.
Pull the bottom you can.
Okay.
Points at
And then it's like, what is that?
the Lord of Blades.
Yeah.
Bad feeling that he's going to use legendary resistance.
Probably Dave, but Join the almost dying club with me.
Well, let's see what happens.
What's the worst that could happen?
He doesn't disappear.
Oh.
So I'd say, be gone, and I point like out that way,
Yeah.
and he needs to make a will save. DC
Wisdom?
21 will save.
What's the
Yes.
wills?
You said will.
Will.
Wisdom?
I mean, wisdom. Sorry.
Yeah. What, like, Pathfinder? Is that Pathfinder? Okay. Alright.
That's probably
We don't make will saves in this game. DC
Yeah.
what?
DC 21, and he's at disadvantage.
Okay, plus he has advantage automatically, so he's normal.
Right.
What would will would be Constitution, right?
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
He disappears 120 feet out that way. That's why I was asking what this looks like.
120
Yeah, I mean,
feet.
just open basin. So just
Well,
put him on the
he's-
corner of the table over there.
Off the
Yeah,
map.
he's off the map.
And I turn to the rest of them. Move your ass to the portal, and I start moving 30 feet
Wow.
up.
Okay, I mean,
All right.
I'm assuming, are we still in combat or are we
You
out?
are still in combat.
Of course.
Because of the doggies.
The little nippers, the little nippy doggies.
Well, plus he's only 120 feet.
Well,
away.
yeah, he's still
Okay.
here.
20, 30.
Let's see, you're what? 60. Okay, 60 feet away. All right.
Okay. And I'm not going to take a bonus action yet.
Let's see, 60 feet away is about from here to what would be the far wall of the house, right?
At least. I mean, 60 feet is actually kind of far.
Pretty far.
That's
a little farther. Give me a perception check.
It's probably 10 feet from the corner to tomb.
60 feet is longer than my house.
16.
16?
I love your house.
Okay.
This is adorable.
Yeah, I'm
It
only
usually
plus
is.
1, so.
End of Arkin's turn.
End of Arkin's turn.
Thorum's turn.
Story on it.
I am going to,
You could dig out a ball. Okay.
I guess, I can't see anything around here. Does using, can I still double move if I take a bonus action? Can I still dash if I take a bonus
Because
action?
dash.
Yes,
Yeah, she's going to take an action as.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
It's still bonus action.
I'm gonna use second wind first
Sure.
in case I get hit by some nonsensical.
Yep.
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can move groups still.
Are you?
So
No, I understand that completely.
Well, I heal for
Sigh.
a whopping 14 of a possible
Yeah, but
20 something.
still
Thanks.
something.
All right, I'm gonna double move.
did you not heal for as much as you wanted to?
I rolled a 1,
You were-
so
yeah.
you know it's
But it's plus his con.
I'd
so-
say it could be worse, but it literally couldn't. So
Or, I mean, no, it's your level, is it?
I mean, it's plus 13, so I
Yeah.
healed for 14. Let's see, what's my movement? 25.
Is it 25 or is it 30?
I feel like it. No, it's 25.
Okay.
Yep, so 5. 40.
I forgot. I moved 35.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There we go.
Nicely done. Give me a perception check.
Okay. That's all I have. I'm about to perceive some nonsense. Is what
Do you have the
Eight.
So you just
26. Nat 20. So
Did you need
Um,
more attention?
You, as you start approaching the portal, notice several small metallic items, little spheres, planted
this is like a virus.
near the base of the portal.
Oh, those are like the little would I know that these are like the little constructs that Codex has been popping?
You know that they look like some sort of
Construct.
construct item. You're not sure what they are,
Not
but
sure.
you can see that there is something planted at the base. And the hair stands up on the back of your neck, and you suspect that the portal itself might be booby trapped.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
So with a nat 20 though, that would I know So I would just have perceived them. I wouldn't know anything about them. Is there any?
Correct. You can just see that they're
Is there
there.
any check I can make now, or would? I don't know if I can make checks back to back.
You can. It would probably take some sort of a history or maybe arcana check to know
Ask Codex
what
something.
they are. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Somebody else in your group might be able to recognize what they are. Is that end of?
Yeah, I guess that's all I can do.
Okay.
You could yell to
Oh, good.
Codex.
True.
Codex, what are the little robotic virus spider-looking thingies?
And you see, like, they have little, like, feet. They're little, like, spheres, little bronze-looking spheres
They look like little
With, like,
bronze-looking
feet.
spheres with little feet.
that are, like, stuck down into the rock of the portal.
I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't know what they are, but I don't like them.
Is it like the spike trap that Codex got hit with?
Different, but similar.
all right.
Same, but different.
It's slightly different than the spike trap that you got hit by. I'm remembering he speaks in a southern accent. Forgot about that.
There you go.
Safe to
Don't
say,
remember.
I love it.
Yes, I
Codex from Thorm's brilliant description.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Know
Thank
that they
you.
are some sort of explosive trap.
They sound. It sounds like they are. For lack of a better term, an explosive trap. I would avoid them as best as you can. They could have proximity detonation devices, meaning do not go near them.
I guess I can. I don't know if I can respond. So yeah, that's good. Time to throw some eggs.
It is Codex's turn.
Codex summons the Eldritch Cannon back to his shoulder.
Okay.
That's not an action or anything that can move
Do
on
it.
its own.
Yep.
It's a thing.
So that
Thing he
he
does.
like kind of reaches for it, and rolls back up onto him. He's currently holding his rifle in both hands, and he looks at the party. He's assessing the situation, and he's had time to.
Yes.
And Daryl has had time to kind of like get into his character a little bit, and he's recognizing like this is the monster that has killed or been responsible for killing scores of Warforge and other people and populace in his town since the cataclysm, and he's seeing his group running for the portal, and he is especially since like he hasn't like we've all taken damage, we've been hit, we're bloody, but he's upset that we're breaking and running when we have an opportunity to put down the Lord of Blades. And he says, this is the time we have to put an end to this monster. I have to take the opportunity while we have it. And he launches up into the air.
Oh.
With his jump jets.
Oh.
And he is going to move. So with haste, I have double movement. So I have 80 feet of movement.
Okay.
And you
Do you want me
have
to
to
do it?
devise something.
So I am going to move with the party.
And you can still see the Lord of Blades from your elevated position.
And
Thorum and Arkin have lost sight of the Lord of Blades.
I still have line of sight though, right?
You have line of sight of him, and now Codex has line of sight of him as well.
and
As also he does.
Hello.
I understand
I
for
wasn't sure with our elevation.
Let's go.
How that
No, because of the big rocks. on
Yep.
the other
and
side.
I'm going to say like friends, for those of you who that need to recuperate, please make for the portal. I'll watch our retreat. And I raise the cannon
Calibor's not having this.
and I fire the antimatter rifle 26 to hit.
The Lord of Blades?
Yeah.
Yes, hits.
Okay.
First hit is 26 damage, but I get to
Yeah.
re-roll one attack
Okay.
because of Savage Attacker that I that's a feat you get with the soldiering background.
Yep.
So it's either gonna be 26 to hit or 22. So we'll go with 26 damage.
Okay. And what type of damage is that?
Necrotic.
Okay. It takes 13.
Okay. And then the
But
Eldritch
yeah,
Cannon.
from an elevated position, you just fire off a shot, and you see it pierce like into his chest armor, and you see your bullet like spin and dissipate into his chest armor, but it like knocks him back a little bit as he's advancing back towards you.
And Kodak's gonna unload everything he has. He then fires his Eldritch Cannon,
Okay. What's the range on the Eldritch Cannon?
also 120 feet.
Okay, that'll reach you.
That's 24 to hit.
Okay.
19 force damage.
That hits for full damage.
And then
And you see that that one hits him, like a chunk of his armor flies off, and you see him start like leaking hydraulic fluid as he's trudging his way back towards you, and you've bloodied him.
and I get to fire the antimatter rifle one more time because of haste. Get a second weapon attack.
All right.
And with that, I chamber another round into the antimatter rifle.
Which it just like does on its own.
Yeah, it
Nothing
just
flies
snipers.
out of it. Yeah, you're just
And
you
I-
make your own ammunition.
I look closely again, and that was only 10 to hit.
Like rage, like hot rage starts clouding your vision, and you're like unable to stop yourself from trembling a little bit as like revenge and victory start to get closer into your grasp, and you hitch the rifle a little bit as you pull the trigger, and it fires over his shoulder.
Can Halvor say anything at this point?
I've yelled to the party, and I think if I've engaged the party in conversation, then they
Okay,
respond.
Halvor is screaming at you to open your grundle. And, she's like,
Yes, because remember, the parts of the
you
rod
have
do.
it.
can also be distributed amongst people individually.
Oh.
The rod itself, you can use any of the three parts to use any of their abilities, and you can equally distribute them. You're not attuned to them, and they can be just separated apart
it. Okay.
while it's not all one complete item. So yes, like you could like toss it, eject it, whatever.
Well, I don't have any more.
I was gonna say it would probably take I would probably make that take an action.
Yeah.
If you wanted to like throw a rod piece to
Okay.
somebody else.
Next time. How's the Lord of Blades looking?
He's bloodied.
All right, and I think with at the end of the turn, Codex just says, "You're gonna pay, you piece of shit."
Kitten's got claws. And you hear another whistle. A whistle like rings out from the Lord of Blades across the Mournland. Gregory, you hear scurrying towards you.
That's the kitten's got claws. It's like a corpse on.
Yeah, right.
How is the party looking? You've healed. How much health do you have?
I'm probably.
It's 60 left.
60.
You feel something wrap around your leg, your ankle. Like a mechanical.
You found toys.
Okay, yeah, Dexter's old basket of toys. That's fine. You feel something wrap around your ankle, and your legs get yanked out from underneath you. I need you to make a DC 13 Strength saving throw, please.
It's a 19. Let's go.
Okay, it's not able to pull you off your feet. You do take 5 points of slashing damage as a razor tongue wraps around your ankle and tries to trip you off of your feet. It does maintain a hold on you though, and you are able to tell that it is coming from your, like, from 5 feet to your left, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Next, Halibor. You feel. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
No. You feel a rush of wind, and you hear jaws chomp right over your shoulder as something leaps past you, and you hear it land about 5 feet in front of you, and you see a little trail of dust as it runs off. And then the last one.
Well, he doesn't even ask me what my IC is anymore. He just tells me.
Well, I rolled a 20. I rolled a 20 to hit you. That's why I didn't ask.
Oh.
But you're still standing?
Arkin, a 17 to hit you.
I will shield.
Okay. You cast shield as a reaction. You feel jaws like clamp down on your shoulder, and you like reflexively react and cast shield, and you feel the jaws just like start to pry wider away, and you hear a snarl from next to you. And with that, oops.
Where'd she go?
Can you put that one right next to Arkin?
If she destroys that toy,
That's
I
right.
do okay.
Don't care at all.
Ooh, that's cool.
Wait, and if you need another one,
Oh, nice. No, I don't think you guys need another one. 3 mechanical hounds. Their illusion fades, and they appear in front of you guys. And
don't
now
worry,
it is,
friends. I am okay.
now it is the Lord of Blades' turn. He is going to take 40 feet of movement. So he's 80 feet away from Gregory now.
It's still
He
still
is,
in the corner.
he is going to use his dash action, take another 40 feet of movement.
Now he's 40.
Now he's 40 feet away from Gregory.
Okay, now you might want to.
Yep. And he is going to use his bonus action, and he is going to drink one of his greater healing potions that he has. He heals for 10 points of health.
That's not bad.
I'm still bloodied. And that is going to be the end of his turn, and now it is Hellbor's turn, and then Gregory's up.
Hey, Gregory, you got this.
What?
I mean, he's bloody.
He's got
You're
4
still
health and a
standing.
tree.
You're still standing.
We're here. Polymorph.
So if you polymorph, you're fine.
Yeah, I just need to make it through to my turn, so let's stop telling the DM what we're gonna do.
I was surprised you didn't polymorph on the first turn.
Blue whale.
I can't. My hand is just dying. It's not the case.
I mean, I would technically survive for an hour, I just couldn't move.
You'd be able to flap
That's a self-preservation mechanism. You just,
I'm
you
going
just take as much
to-
damage as you want.
I'm going to invoke hell.
Okay.
And I am going to can't move if
Okay.
I trap him.
Okay.
He is in disadvantage if he's in any kind of dim light or darkness.
No, it's daytime.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I need a charisma saving throw.
Charisma save, okay?
I would think he's charismatic considering he has a whole army
It's
of
okay,
people
either
that
way.
follow him.
Hey.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah, he's charismatic.
So in a failed save, his speed is halved.
Okay.
And
Kilo, could I have one of the 0 heightens? I need 0.
You never said to me ever again.
All right.
okay. Unless he moves out of range,
A little bit
then he's out of it. But for right now, he can't move more than half.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack the doggy.
Okay.
She doesn't mean it, Nora.
No, I'm gonna
doesn't
attack
mean
you
it.
with love. No, I don't know what
Ravenous,
toy she bonded with, but
Whatever.
loving savagery.
Whatever makes her happy from the ball.
What's that?
Double strawberry IPA.
Oh, interesting. The sour?
Yeah. Good.
One of the toys that Dexter never played with.
I shouldn't have played with. Oh my god. Cool.
Oh, she doesn't eat the rotten sevens.
Nice.
We're fine.
I'm using health assassin.
So after my
One
after my
reroll.
4-day
Okay.
trip,
All right.
this
Probably
crap
cost a couple dollars.
and I just like
Okay,
immediately my
22
body
to hit.
was
Custom made.
22.
A 22 definitely hits. Yes.
9 damage.
With your scimitar.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
I didn't realize blood stain. That's
And as
sick.
you strike the hound with your scimitar, you hear a whisper come from the sword, and it says, "No, not metal."
well, it's attacking me. But okay, 5 poison damage, which
It is immune.
okay. And then I'm gonna attack again.
15 hits.
Okay. That is 13 damage.
Ooh, yep. Okay.
And delete it.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other movement or not?
I'm staying within 30.
Okay. All right. End of your turn. Lord of Blades is going to take a legendary action, and he's going to cast a cantrip.
Counter spell.
Reaction.
Yeah. Big reaction.
He
I
said
don't give a-
legendary, so
I don't give a fuck what it is. It's
Right.
right. Counter spell. I'm sure it wasn't good.
cantrip.
Whatever you blocked, I'm sure it wasn't.
Cantrip fails.
What were you casting?
Yeah.
Curious.
I was going to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
glad,
thank you so much.
glad I did that.
So the legendary action was just that he got the ability to do it out of turn.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you can do legendary actions on
And certain
others.
things cost a certain amount of legendary actions.
okay.
Like his Blade Dash cost 3 legendary actions, which is all that he has in a turn, which is why he couldn't take any more legendary actions after all of you guys went. But casting a cantrip only takes 1 legendary action.
Okay.
So after any person's turn in combat,
He can do.
he can, including his hounds.
Okay.
But I had to wait for his turn to come back up again. So yeah, so it was Hellbor's turn, and now that her turn is over, he was able to use the legendary action to cast a cantrip.
Right.
But as you see his eyes flare, and he holds out his hand that's not holding the 6 blade, and you see like a flame start to emit from like a little like chamber underneath his gauntlet. You wave your hand, and the flame flickers away.
And then I just kind of wait back and I'm like,
Chill.
And he puts his 6 blade back in both of his hands and just starts like spinning it with a flourish. And it is Gregory's turn.
cool. As a bonus action, I am gonna chuck another one of my star motes.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay, cool. That's gonna be 11 plus 9 is 20.
You get there.
It's gonna be 40 points of radiant
Radiant
damage.
damage.
Oh,
Alright.
I see. She found something that has like.
And then as my action, I am going to polymorph into a gorilla. Actually, do we have the gorilla mini? I was looking, I didn't see it.
Daryl had it.
I didn't know if we
I don't think I would have taken it home. If
Wait, check
dice were
underneath
still
your
there.
check underneath your shelf.
Oh yeah, there's a shelf here.
There he is.
Oh
Hey,
my
thanks for
God.
reminding us that we have these shelves.
Yeah, you have shelves under there.
Completely forgot.
All these dice there. That's where this.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, there's your dice track.
Yeah. So Yeah, polymorph
Into a giant ape.
into a giant ape.
Okay.
So that is going to be the end of Gregory's turn there.
Okay. All right. Gregory's
All
turn.
these dice are here.
Then at the end of Gregory's turn, now he's going to cast another cantrip. Actually,
I don't
he's
think I could have
going
risked one more turn there, yes.
to cast
Yeah.
a spell. He's going to cast Scorching.
So an actual spell.
Yes. That's going to cost him 2 legendary actions and. Time it. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And that's going to be at Hellebore. That's going to be 3 rays to try and hit you. That is a 23, 21, and a 30 to hit you.
You use the Scorching Ray at a higher level.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud.
And you will take
66, right? Yeah.
24 points of fire damage.
Well, that's a force. You shouldn't take 24 points of damage. You're fine.
How much health does your giant ape have?
157
157.
in the game.
He is going to.
Gregory is still alive, everyone.
He's going to charge the giant
Yeah,
ape.
like 140 points damage over 2 turns.
He's going to charge at the giant ape
Alright.
in like pure rage. Like he has like fluid leaking from
Okay.
him. Pistons are like exploding
Yeah.
from his armor. He's going to charge straight at you. He is going to gain his charge bonus. He's going to attack you with his adamantine 6-blade.
Sure.
That is a 27 to hit you.
My AC is 12.
Okay. You take an initial 19 slashing damage.
He goes after Gregory?
Yes. Wait, what? In the turn order?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's not your turn.
What am I doing?
I don't know. You did a legendary action, then you started moving.
You sure? Damn, you're sure? You're sure as hell right I did. It's not his turn.
Do I still have to take the damage?
Yeah.
You do take the damage. That was his legendary.
Let's go.
He doesn't get to charge. He doesn't get to charge at Gregory.
I don't take
It is Arkin's turn. Thank you. You know, he just gets his own turn after each of your turns.
Arkin,
I was like,
Seems like some shit you would do.
Don't you know how D&D works?
Arkin, are
He
you
just
still
gets to
running
go.
away?
actually, right now, I stopped. Now, do I see those devices?
Now that they've been pointed out to you, yes.
Okay.
Can I actually, honestly, I don't think you would from where you are, because you're downhill. This is up higher, and we're on stairs. And from where you are, I don't see how you could.
Yeah,
that many
maybe you would
steps,
be
There's
able to
no
see
way
them.
you'd be able to.
You know that they're there. You know their existence.
Okay.
But the conversation happened across you. So
Yeah, you know they're
Yeah,
there.
You heard him describe it. You heard me respond.
I'm going to take. There'll be an attack of opportunity on me.
Yes.
Let's just go the whole movement.
24 to hit you.
Yep.
For 7 points of piercing damage as you
Okay.
run.
Yep. Feed those things. I point at the one to the right and dispel magic on it.
And your Dispel Magic spell goes off.
Does it deactivate? Doesn't look. It's not magical.
It's not magic.
Mechanical.
Wasn't sure.
I was gonna
Yeah.
throw a rock at it.
I was gonna throw an axe at it.
Now,
Now that you're a giant ape, you probably could.
better idea. Only problem is they are connected to the portal.
Oh.
They're connected to like the
Oh.
surround.
What if we throw him at it?
I hope the artificer makes it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, that could be tough.
Okay, I'm gonna spin around and attack the
hound. Mm-hmm. Clockwork hound.
Yep. That would be a 20, dirty 20 to
That
hit.
hits. Yep. Are you Eldritch blasting him?
Yeah.
Up next will be Thorum and then Coach.
6, 21 points of force damage hits that one. These fucking things aren't magic.
Oh yes, I wasn't asked if they were magical or not. They are quite mechanical in design.
They have a
Oh,
two-part.
apologies.
They have a two-part liquid core.
Yeah.
When the two parts are combined, it creates quite an spectacular explosion.
Thanks.
Sorry, I
alright.
probably should have added that part.
Thorum's turn.
So upon hearing Codex's, beseeching tone to kill the Lord of Blades, Thorum's gonna turn around and begrudgingly be like, "Better not get me killed, you metal bastard." He's gonna turn around and go.
No promises.
There we go. Question on a technical stuff.
Okay.
So the secrets that we have, you
Yes.
said they can be spent by the whole party.
Anyone in the party
Anybody
can spend a
can
secret.
spend
Yes.
it. Okay. And that's like a free action. You can just do it whenever.
Shoot, I don't even remember how this works.
I have two of them. Well, we have. I don't know if we have a
I have no
third
idea.
one. They give you an advantage
They
on
give you-
everything
For 1 minute
for 1 minute.
on any D20 roll.
So
Wow.
if I were to ask you to use one of the secrets, you get
on
an
a single
advantage.
D20 roll, though, correct?
I thought it was on every D20 roll for a minute. That's is if you have a gun, you have a gun. So like, just thinking in terms of, I don't know.
Yeah,
So I'm not gonna use one, but I'm gonna
we're
yell.
also winning.
Yeah, I wasn't. Well, he can heal himself. I think.
Yeah, and
He only healed himself for
very
10.
pissed.
I was gonna say, I'm about to just meat shield you.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I was
don't know
gonna
how
just turn
long this
invisible.
lasts, but
No, well, we don't have to spend it now. I mean,
No, I mean, it's good to know. I don't remember. So, wait, you have them?
so as a party,
We have them.
I'm aware of two. So I have been asking all the NPCs we meet, and I have one from Figgy,
oh, thingy.
which probably wasn't his real name, but I thought
No.
it sounded funny, and Indrina. So I have two.
That's fun. And
We have two
too.
because he's a communist. So
And so it is for a minute.
I think that's what it was. Advantage on every D20 roll.
For one person or everyone?
Whoever spends it.
Whoever
I'm
spends
pretty
it.
sure, yeah.
Learning secrets, revealing secrets, keeping secrets.
Secrets.
You can magically spend.
Secrets hurt someone.
I don't think we need to use it.
You can magically spend a secret like currency, revealing it to the multiverse to gain a momentary boon. To do this, the character must use an action to whisper the secret into the wind. So, other players would be able to use your secret if you share that secret with the rest of the party. But they have to be able to whisper that person's secret into the wind.
Okay.
When a character spends a
You know,
secret,
like how it works
Oh.
in real life.
when a character spends a secret, every character in the party gains advantage on D20 rolls for 1 minute.
Oh my god.
We used.
Go.
I thought we used it. I thought we used it once.
You haven't spent
Yeah,
any.
we have-
Wow.
So I have
That's so
two.
powerful.
You guys, no, you did.
Yeah, we used it on once. We
You
used
spent one secret and lost it. Yes.
once. We
On
were
something.
fighting something bad.
Yeah, you spent a secret.
Oh, and the giant monster,
It was the spider dragon.
spider dragon.
It was on the
thingy.
spider dragon.
Yeah, to not die.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, every character in the party gains advantage on D20 rolls
that-
for
that
1
was-
minute.
I think that's the closest we got to a total party kill was that spider monster.
Close.
Yeah,
So yes.
And
we've had better moments.
I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
I'm not
use an
gonna.
action.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an action, and then I'm also gonna use action
Whose
surge.
secret do you whisper?
Figgies.
Figaro.
Yep. Good old Figster. So we get advantage on D20 rolls for a minute. And And
The
then
tea was that good.
I think his was that
Figaro
Lord
was
Neverember
on-
is like not illegitimate.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Figaro was on the Spelljammer ship,
Yeah, and
and he told you that he knew that there was danger in trying to find the artifact.
oh okay.
But he went into the Githyanki like pirate infested area anyway. He like directed his captain to go through that area anyway and take the risk. So you whisper Figaro's secret into the air, and all of you feel like this emboldened strength. Okay.
And then I'm gonna action surge and attack the dog. In front of me
Okay.
three
All right. I was
times.
gonna say that's your action. But
Yeah,
all right.
so-
Action surge. Okay.
So I guess I. How do you want me to? I guess I just roll 6 times and take the highest 3. Use it. I'm attacking 3 times.
3
So I
times?
get advantage on each one.
Get advantage
Oh,
on
okay.
each one.
All right, 18, 14, 11, 19, 15. So that'd be 18, 19, 15.
Okay.
Plus,
So all hit.
they all hit?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll roll damage.
The AC is 12.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, they're
14
advantage.
damage.
They're invisible. So they just get basically free damage for
14
a certain amount of time.
plus 13 plus 14.
13 plus 13 plus 14?
Yes, that is
26, 40.
40 points of damage. So forms. Just
Are you using the axe or the
yeah, I'm using the axe. I still have my. I didn't equip it yet.
You the thing down, and like with each strike, it's like falling apart, and it looks like it's about to die after your 3 strikes with your battle axe.
That's my turn.
Okay. Then Codex, end of the turn order.
Okay.
Make it count.
Codex flies in and drops down. How are you looking?
Not good.
Yeah.
And Codex drops to the ground.
Okay.
Miserable.
Would I still be in sight of him if I
Yes.
drop to the ground? I'm gonna drop down here.
Okay.
And then I am going to fire the Eldritch Ballista at the Lord of Blades.
Okay.
And so that's the first roll. Second one's better. So 25 to hit with advantage.
25 hits.
And I say, this, my lord, this, my lord, is for the Grey Dawn Legion. Remember that name. 16 to hit. That's force
16.
damage.
16 damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
16 damage. And then
Fires off of hits him like in the thigh.
I pick out raise the rifle and take aim, and I say 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay, it's either 29. 36. We'll go with 36
Okay.
because of the savage attack.
Yep.
And I say,
Takes half.
and this one is for Fort Remembrance. For everyone that you've killed there. It's 36 damage.
And every time you hit him, he just goes, mine! Mine! Mine!
And if I take out the rod, that would be an action to
Yeah.
take it. To actually, yeah.
Yeah.
When's your turn in the order?
After the Lord of Blades. You have the 3 clockwork hounds, the Lord of Blades.
One action
Paladin.
because of haste. How's the word looking?
Pretty rough. Two of them and their Star Trek rating.
Is it worth trying to attack the
Nerd.
dog? How's the dog looking?
The one next to Hellebore is bloodied, or is just barely bloodied. The one next to Thorum is almost dead, and the one next to Gregory is full health. And you can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And it's on the other side of the cave.
Do I attack the dog or the Lord of Blades?
Ape Gregory sees you just kind of like sitting there confused and just fucking points at the dude. Pretty much.
And I think I say to Hellborn, hold on, Hellborn. This is almost over. And I'm gonna aim at
Right.
the Lord of Blades and fire one more time at the Lord of Blades.
Maybe.
27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
34 damage. And I say, what's the name of the dude at the Fort Remembrance? The one who was
Mercy.
Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is for Mercy, because he was a shitty roller and you killed the good ones.
And that shot hits the Lord of Blades, and he just yells, "Mine!" Up next is going to be the 3 Clockwork Hounds. The one next to Thorum is going to try and...
Wait, I'm gonna, sorry. Last thing I was gonna do is just move closer.
Okay.
So at least I'm in, combat range of the dog. If
Okay.
Hellborn wants to get away.
All right. Dog's going to attack Thorum, try to trip him. I need a strength saving throw, Thorum.
All right.
There's a nat 20 to hit you.
All right. Well, I rolled a 12. Although I think I can re-roll a saving throw with Indomitable. So let me double check.
And you have advantage on all d20 rolls.
Oh, then I'll roll twice before I do that. And you know what? I'll just use the real dice.
It is a real dice kind of night.
19. So I'll re-roll that.
You reroll your 19?
Yeah, I haven't Indomitable.
The
so I
DC's
can-
13
Oh, I thought you said he rolled a nat 20.
to hit you.
Oh, to hit me.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't get
I
to reroll
misunderstood.
that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
then,
take 22 points of slashing damage as his razor tongue wraps around your leg.
But it doesn't.
But he
yank
doesn't
you off.
trip you.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't
Oh.
yank your feet. He doesn't yank your feet out from
so
underneath you.
if he rolls a nat 20, it doesn't matter that I have a higher AC.
Correct.
Interesting.
It hits
I
you.
can't believe I didn't know that.
Technically, it's a 25.
Well, I'm gonna take a reaction because that's annoying as shit.
Can you take a reaction when you get hit?
Yep.
Okay.
How much health did I lose, by the way?
22.
Jesus. All right. Okay. Yep. So I can use.
Superiority die, I'm assuming.
You know what? I can use a superiority die to reduce the amount of damage. That's what I can do. I can't actually hit him when he hits me.
Okay.
I can only hit him when he misses. So I reduce it by 7. All right.
22 minus 7, 15 instead.
Yep. And then I get a spin. All right.
Okay. So that's the end of his turn. Next hound is going to bite Gorilla Gregory. He can't trip you.
Drag him along with you.
20 to hit you for 18 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty.
Tickles Gorilla Gregory.
Yeah.
Little chihuahua biting your ankle. These dogs, by the way, are like the size of Meredith.
It's an ammunition.
But you're giant Gorilla Gregory. And then last hound is going to chomp Hellebore. That is a 24 to hit you for 16 points of piercing damage.
And it's-
What did you see?
oh no, I had like 24 hours ago.
Oh, nice.
On Tuesday was great.
Lord of Blades is going to use legendary action. He is going to blade dash.
Halved, but
Oh, it's halved. His movement's halved. Okay, he can get in range of Codex then, not Hellborn. And Codex, you on a 29 to hit take 7 points of slashing damage from his wings. He is then going to use, because he charged you down, he's going to multi-attack you with his adamantine six blade. A 26 to hit you,
26 to hit.
and a 24 to hit.
I'm going to use shield on the second hit.
Okay.
So only one hits.
All right. And you are going to take 19 points of slashing damage, plus 6
I am
points of
at
force damage,
61 points of
plus.
So
So charged you
But
down
you're looking like you can hold your own with it.
18 points
So I'm gonna kill it the next turn,
slashing
and then I'm
damage.
gonna.
Okay.
And I need a DC 19 strength saving throw.
Strength save. That's 11. I'm gonna add my final inspiration or whatever it is to it
Okay.
to give to bump it up 5, so it's 15.
Still
Wait,
fails.
I mean,
You can Did you re-roll?
Still fails.
reroll.
Oh, because it was for the secret.
Oh yeah, you have.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, saves.
we do the things.
Okay, let's try it.
20s.
DC is 19.
Nat 20.
Okay.
I knew that.
Then you are
freaking
not.
was a good idea.
You are not knocked 10 feet away and prone.
Wow.
So that is the end of his legendary action. Now he will.
That did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That knocked my health in half.
He is now going to attack you one more time with his adamantine six blade. That's 26 to hit you.
So, okay, so shield wouldn't work.
And that is for 22 points of slashing damage
2 points.
Okay, you're
and
still up.
3 points of force damage.
Yeah, 25 total. You're fine.
you're fine. It could be worse.
I can't polymorph like some people.
Yeah, I also
That health isn't coming back.
Yeah, I also have an AC of 13.
Yeah.
And he
strong 13.
roars
Yes. Mighty,
like in
strong,
your
mighty
face with
13.
this with the six blade against your neck, and he says, "I will not surrender the Mournlands."
They were never yours to begin with. And we will end your reign today.
And with that, it's
Even if I fall, my friends will end you. Especially the giant gorilla. You see that giant gorilla coming up behind you?
See that giant gorilla?
And with that, you point to Helibor, and it is Helibor's turn. Lord of Blades is looking so rough.
Not having a good time.
Stay true right here.
The cheesiness is getting intense.
I'm stay true to Helibor. now you just said, "Oh, my friends will end you." Okay. I am going to attempt to do a little tuck and roll
Okay.
and get under his
Grundle.
and
Yeah.
try to grab it, and then I want to teleport because I can bonus action teleport.
Whoa.
Okay. So it'll be an action to try and grapple him.
Well, to try to pop that thing open.
Oh god.
Wait, him?
Yeah,
Oh, you're gonna try
I'm
and
trying to
get
get this thing.
the rod.
Oh, Codex.
I'm trying to get your
Characters
thigh
in the code.
open.
We were thinking.
Nope, that's not what I was thinking either.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't name the
No,
No, I
object,
didn't. I did
subject.
not.
what you were
We're full
referring
for
to.
snacks.
Okay.
So
I
you
want
are going to attack
I'm not
Codex's
attacking
leg.
you. I'm just
Well,
trying to
she's
pry
trying
it
to
open.
you. That's
I knew we
Trying
didn't,
to
you know,
pry it open.
trying to pry open Codex's grundle.
Yeah.
See,
It's
I
the
think
thigh.
this took a
It's
turn.
basically in
It's
this
your thigh.
compartment.
I think I need
He's gonna drink more.
yeah, I need another beer before that happens. And I think I need you to start with an athletics check.
Okay.
Okay, this is probably, I'd say this is a solid A tier chip level. This is a very good chip chip.
They're amazing chips. I know.
God bless Stephen Box.
Joe, what's she doing?
She is chewing on.
Whatever she found.
Awesome.
She loves it.
Alright, whatever. Whatever works for her. I'm seeing a lot of players with red health on my screen.
Yeah.
But
I'm so curious why
Is red hat
why
or
getting
red-
the
Red is what
status
you're
on
pointing,
board
yeah.
to help
Oh,
her because the Lord of Blades is almost dead.
she has a pack.
Because I don't give a shit about this. I am just trying to do my job, and my job is to make sure that we don't lose that.
Even though we
So-
saved you from jail.
Got it.
Oh, she doesn't give a fuck. But,
Okay.
Remember, she said she had a plan to get out of there in the first place.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Okay, so what's your athletics check?
so. It's 10, but I can fix it.
Oh shit, she has advantage. She has the rear.
Alright, how can you fix
Oh,
it?
yeah, I do.
Why'd you do?
Wait,
She would have forgotten.
so I can
You're right.
redo that?
Yeah, you should reroll.
I forgot I
Or
did.
Kinge?
Well, but I can add my hit die.
So
By
you're not.
sacrificing health?
No.
But I just want to make sure I
How,
understand.
yeah,
I
I
understand.
can do blood crystal.
You're not asking Codex to give
No.
it to you.
Just trying to take it from your thigh and then teleport away from the Lord of Blades.
I mean, I made it known I'm trying to get it from you because I said, give it, when you were up in the air.
Yep.
So if this action fails, does she just grope Codex? Does she just
Okay, so hold on. I have this
Alright.
thing called blood price. I'm trying to figure it out.
Can I intervene at all?
I just want to say, like, this is not something that's like on my hip to take. Like, it is inside.
That's why it's going to be a pretty high athletics check because she's going to have to
Pry open the
pry open your thigh compartment.
Honestly, a brave move considering you have a gun. Just like,
I love.
Anti-matter rifle.
I love the role play, but I am also very concerned how this will change the dynamic of the party afterwards.
It's not like
We might-
malicious. It's just, but it's not coming across that. I'm just like,
He doesn't know that at the time.
But you can't tell
Right.
me how my character.
Hey, this isn't malicious, by the way.
I'm gonna open your thigh and steal.
okay.
And steal the legendary
How
artifact.
do I get to my hit die again?
Can you think of something
Your
more
hit die?
Is
invasive?
it? No. Under.
Probably not.
Codex jumped.
Features and
The
traits.
only reason Codex is not still
Class
airborne
features.
is because he dropped
I
to
just
the
wanna
ground
wear-
to protect.
I can see how many I have.
Oh yeah, we're not trusting her for shit after that.
Under
we get out of
class
this.
features, it should have what
Will
your-
Gregory remember since he's currently
Yeah.
Okay, so you're seeing you can still understand what's happening.
Yeah.
I guess apes are actually pretty intelligent.
hit points.
Anyway,
Your hit die is 1d10 per ill rigor level.
-2.
So I have. Okay, so 13.
You have 13
But I
hit.
thought I remember seeing I had this whole thing and I
But your
don't
hit die is
remember-
a d10.
Right. I remember though I can get to it and then I can select how many I use, but I forget how to get to that page.
You have to click on the short rest thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
Daisy, it's pudding.
Oh, it's pudding time.
Pudding down.
These are nice pudding. It's
Great.
pudding blocks.
I'm gonna use 3.
You're gonna expend 3 hit die.
Yeah.
Okay. And what does that do?
I'm just adding whatever number I can add it to my 12.
Fair.
Okay.
So actually,
So do you roll 3d10?
so I'm gonna roll.
Or do you roll a certain number per hit die that you use?
Does it live up to your Jewish
It said
expectations?
I may spend one of my hit die.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Mission 1. and
Hey,
add.
Tony, I need to switch back to beer. Can you give me that Bell's too?
I need to drink a
Bell's
little
too
bit
hard
more
again.
before this plays out. Okay.
Yes, I can spend one. So
Okay. So you spend a hit die.
Bless you.
Going back to here too. Okay.
okay, so I add 12. I did not mean to heal, but
What was the dot? What was the number on the dice?
12. So now I
So
just
your
added
hit die
12.
is a D10. That's not possible.
Plus 2. I get plus 2.
Oh, that's your Constitution modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that counts.
Yes. So yes, you roll a high enough athletics check that you are able to somersault underneath, like past Codex's leg, and like either like stick your sword or your dagger or something,
Yeah.
like
I don't
pry
think it's saving
open.
throw.
Throw a rock at her.
Jeez. No.
You
I
sure?
don't know why this.
Why don't
I
I
don't
just
know. I guess I didn't think it would come across
my
as like
body?
evil.
Because it's an attack roll against you, basically.
I'm saving our theme.
Okay.
She rolled like a 25, basically, of an attack roll.
A 25?
You get to have 2 up the next 2 times.
No problem.
For what, it was a 12 plus 12,
Wow.
24. But it's not against your AC.
It's not against my AC.
It's just an
But it's not
athletics
just
check.
you. It's not an actual attack.
No, Codex feels like Codex doesn't see you. He's facing the Lord of Blades. He
Yeah.
is getting it. His leg is getting attacked.
So what happens is you see Pelibor somersault like past your leg
Yeah.
and like rip your leg compartment and pry it open. And
Okay.
grab the.
And I
you
can't
grab
use
the whole.
I can't use a dexterity saving throw or anything.
And have you used a reaction?
I don't think so.
I used shield during the Lord of Blades turn
Yeah.
when he attacked me.
That is
Yeah,
a reaction.
that's your reaction. So you don't have a reaction.
I don't have reaction.
to like try and opportunity attack her either. No. Yep. So she is able to grab the
What if the hound get an opportunity
the
attack?
hound would get an opportunity attack against her. Yes. I was going to resolve that once we. But yes, you are successful in prying the rod out of Codex's thigh. Hound does get a bite attack against you.
Well, it's hard because I was going the second I had it in my hand. My bonus action is to teleport immediately.
Yeah, I'm just saying moving past the
I was
hound
gonna
to
say,
get to it in the
technically
first place.
before you even grabbed
So
it,
before- okay.
you have gotten the opportunity
take-
attack before you grabbed it.
You take 22 points of bite damage from the hound as you somersault past it and pry open.
So then I
Codex's.
would have never even been able to pry it open because I would be dead.
You would have been unconscious.
Oh, does that knock you unconscious?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're unconscious as you roll past the hound.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh shit. Well,
How much
So I
damage
never
did it do?
even. So did I even get to do that or no?
I will say, like, so you somersault past the hound and, like, pry open the leg compartment.
I will
and
say
the
that
hound
we're all
turns-
currently in combat range of each other, the three of us. So
Yeah,
why
but she'd have to
she-
But I
move.
didn't-
She'd have to move past you to get to your leg compartment.
No, I'm like laying under.
So either way, you'd have to move through the hound's space, past the hound's attack space, to do that.
I guess you'd be moving like as if you're on top or
Yeah.
below him.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
I agree.
Go ahead. Go. You wanna go upstairs? Go. You wanna go see Shannon? Come on.
wow.
Take your toy too. You wanna go upstairs? You wanna go?
Okay.
Or you can stay down here. Either one works.
Nora knows Hellebores. He's like,
Yeah.
stay away from my body.
You pry the leg open, and like you have like the
What is
rod
happening?
the rod is within your grasp, and you just your jaws just clamp down on the back of your leg, and you were already like bleeding heavily. And the sword, you see, like as you hit the ground, your sword just starts like soaking up your own blood into it,
Well, shit.
and it says delicious.
And Codex looks down and it's like the leg compartment's open and her arm is like stuck up, like holding the rod and
Yeah.
it, like falls
feel
down
like-
to the
I
ground.
feel like Gregory and Codex might just make eye contact and we're just like, just really
Yeah.
confused
Yeah.
as we like look at the completely unconscious Hellebore.
But her arm is like in my leg.
Yeah. So Halibor's unconscious, and now it's Gregory's turn.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, that sounded cool. I liked where that was going.
I mean,
He
that was
rolled-
great
That
storytelling.
hound rolled max damage
Yeah.
to bite you,
Now Gregory's
or
gonna.
1 point away. from
Papery
max
is gonna
damage.
mop up the.
It's a 19 and a 20 to hit.
To hit the Lord of Blades.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take an opportunity attack
I
from
figured.
the hound also.
Yeah, what do you got? Oops.
Bite attack.
Try
That
to
is a 20 to hit you, or 21 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that's fine.
So yes, now you're engaged with the Lord of Blades.
All right.
I really like that you're being true to your character, but I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
haven't. I feel like I haven't,
that's a power move.
Yeah, because
So we're gonna multi-attack.
I'm
Okay.
playing too nice.
You say I'm playing too nice.
Yeah, that's not your character.
Tony, can you please make Calibor prone?
Thanks for doing that gently.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be more like this.
you like my sound effect?
Right. But I do love that like
It's gonna be 42 points of bludgeoning damage.
drops to the ground to try to like help protect you from the Lord of Blades and the Hound, and then like while I'm being attacked by a Lord of Blades, you're like, I'm gonna use this opportunity to try to steal this rod.
It was you did like that was a great roll.
Yeah.
In the wake of Calibor trying to take the rod out of your leg and getting knocked unconscious, this giant ape charges through the plane, raises both
Like the Hulk.
fists, and just smashes down on the Lord of Blades. And you see his servos, like in his legs, crumple under the force of the first bash from the ape. The second one knocks him down to the ground on his back, and the third one just caves his chest in and just smashes him like the Hulk smashes Loki into the floor in
Yeah.
Stark
Did
Tower.
you get like the mental telepathy? Because that's really
That was, no, I was just thinking. I was like, you charge him like the Hulk, and you just smash, and each hit just drives the Lord of Blades further into the ground. And as he raises up from his third
You
strike,
try to say mine while his like face is being
he
crumpled.
reaches like one hand up. And he says,
And Kodak says, because Gregory can't talk. No, Lord. No.
and
is he knocked out or?
oh, he's dead.
Oh,
He doesn't
cool.
get knocked out like you guys. do. He's dead.
Yay!
You are still in combat with the Hound.
Well, that's fair. Okay, cool. Bye.
Yes, he's down.
Wow.
And-
Gregory just looks at Codex and just goes,
Good job, friend. Good job. That's a good boy.
The gorilla just raises its eyebrows.
Codex isn't sure what to do because he like
it is
tries to
Arkin's
pet your
turn.
arm.
It will be Arkin, Thorum, and then Codex.
I'm staying polymorpho because
Yeah.
Your turn. Sorry, I feel like it's been a long time since it was your turn.
No, it has, but that's just the way it is.
crumbles.
Well, I don't know that happened, so I was.
From up there, you can see it.
I can?
Yeah, you can see what's happening down there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like a good 40 or 50 feet higher than them in elevation.
Okay. Because I was going to run on top of the. On top of the boulders to see what was going on. But if I can see what's going on from
Yep.
here,
You can see all three hounds that are still alive too.
is this in my way for that though?
Yes, it would be.
Okay, so I can see these two.
Yes. Yes, technically. I mean, if you moved 5 feet to the left, you'd be able to see the other one.
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Then at this point, if I see the Lord of Blades down, then I'm going to try to take care of the hounds. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast
The far one.
that. But actually, what I'm gonna do is I take out the wand, a magic missile.
It's 95 feet away from you.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm a spell sniper.
Yeah, okay. Just letting you know, it's 95 feet away from you.
Yeah. Nothing was.
Across the entire TV screen, you'd still be able to hit it.
So I'm going to magic missile that with the whole wand of magic missiles.
Okay.
Okay.
Plan.
That's good.
I have a plan.
Guys, if all we got left is
Dogs.
3 hounds,
Three
and almost
dogs.
dead, I think we're okay.
Well, I think I found myself a new helmet.
You're fucking welcome.
Yes.
There is a brain and servos
I
inside
don't
of
think he
that.
cares about that. Yeah,
Much a helmet and a head.
Gerald,
Yeah,
I would
the
like
head
to
is
say
the more important
this is
part.
pretty much just you and me, so congrats.
She had that seal on him.
She
that
did,
restricted
which
his movement
did.
and everything.
Yeah,
A lot.
it was just the 3 of us.
And then she tried to steal from you. I mean,
That's pretty wild. That
22 points of force damage
completely
on
the
that
3
one.
of us.
Yeah.
22.
But you also were fighting
Well,
a dog.
That one's
You
full
did
health.
shit
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did.
Yep.
And then I'm going to Eldritch
And
Blast.
Because I was doing my
Okay.
cannon, my rifle was only damage, even though it was doing high numbers, but then dropped in half.
Oh. We still
I'm really glad.
advantage.
Still have advantage,
It
yes.
Gave me the.
You guys still have advantage on all d20s.
Okay.
And that includes outside of combat, too, for another basically like 40 seconds
Okay.
outside of combat. Everyone make a dex save for the explosives in front of the with advantage.
That would be.
And then we'll take a bathroom break in this.
Okay.
30 points because I critted that.
Okay, 30 points against the Farhound.
Yeah.
Okay. He's looking quite bloodied. End of Arkin's turn?
End of Arkin's turn.
Okay, then it's Thorum's turn and then Kodex's turn. And then we're back at the top of the turn order with the hounds.
all right. So Thorum's gonna yell, "I'd like his head, please," and then he's gonna
Yep,
turn
and it just
to.
echoes out across the
Like it.
farmlands. Yep. This is for the people.
Yeah, this is for the people. is what
This
he's gonna
one's
yell.
for everyone.
All right. I get to re-roll. I forgot about that.
Probably,
I don't think I need to. I mean,
probably won't need to. The AC's 12.
yeah, it was a 19 and an 18.
Yep.
And
It's got 10 health.
I think we'll be okay.
So let me put it this
8
way.
damage.
It's got 10 health,
Yeah,
so
it's
you can attack it one time. You don't have to multi-attack the same target. You can hit it one time, take your movement, and if you can get close enough, you can multi-attack other targets. Well, you might be too far away anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm too far
Okay.
away.
But yeah, like one hit will probably kill it.
Yeah, so I think I just roll. You can see the damage. I think it would actually take 2.
Sierra, can you please pass the how
body-
you kill the body die
Body die.
that's in front of you over to Tony, so he may decide how he executes this hound in front of him.
This thing's not gonna get stuck in here, is it?
Yeah, it's just well. Just one on the table.
There we go. Stomach. I'm not gonna-
Yeah. So like with like an uppercut swing, you just take your battle axe and like lift the hound off of the ground with the blade of your axe, and you just cleave right through his stomach, and his body falls to the ground in 2 parts, and you just hear and it goes silent.
Down, boy.
All right.
Yeah,
He's
and then,
dead,
and then
yep.
I'll move, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Little dwarf.
Yep.
All right.
It's an angry little
Little
dwarf.
dwarf doing big things.
Okay. End of Thorum's turn. Kodex's turn.
Fuck it up, buddy.
All right.
The one next to you guys is bloodied.
All right.
Or sorry, it's not quite bloodied yet.
Yeah.
The further one down is bloodied, and this one's dead.
Well, Codex can't really afford to take another hit, so
I mean, I kind of got this if you need to.
But I can't get away.
I mean, you could just attack it.
Yeah,
It's-
not with my weapons.
He's got a rifle,
Oh.
Yeah.
so all he can do is like
And it's two-handed?
strike it. Yeah, he can like strike it as an improvised weapon and do like 4
Yeah,
damage to
Yeah.
it.
So what I'm gonna, no, I got. So
Mm-hmm,
I'm gonna take my. I think it's an action to re-equip.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop the rifle and I'm gonna
Yeah. So.
stow the rifle and pull out my shield.
Yep.
Up my AC to 24.
Okay.
And then now I have a hand free to cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
No, Shocking Grasp. Because that's close range. Trying to think if I have anything other spells that are. How about Fireball? No, that.
No, we learned that lesson before.
No, Firebolt or
Yeah, fireball works. Just say.
Right. It will work.
It will work. Just say.
Too well.
You're also in melee, so
Yeah.
casting fireball would be at. Wait, no, 'cause
Yeah.
it's not in a spell attack.
Yeah.
No, you can just cast it. It's a dex save.
Dex save.
Free meet me at that point.
Yeah.
You can cast it over your
Oh
head.
no,
What
that
about
would,
Thunderwave?
that would kill her if she takes any damage while she's
Not
unconscious.
if you
she's-
cast it at the farther one.
Yeah, but if she takes any damage while she's unconscious, technically she's dead.
Correct.
How about Thunderwave? Because that'll push the thing away.
Thunderwave will also damage.
Can I not?
Oh my god.
No.
You don't have spell shaping. You don't.
Yeah.
This is not your full time
Any
job.
area of a spell will kill Hellbore. Shocking Grasp won't.
All right. All right.
Can't make another
All right.
character.
She's
I
made
thought we were-
three.
We were talking about this last
Yeah, we
night.
were. We were.
All right. Heat Metal.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Heat Metal at 4th level.
All right. That you can do.
Constitution save of 17.
It doesn't have anything to drop. Will it just take damage no matter what?
I will do it to its suit.
Okay.
It says you can cause the object.
Roll
Okay.
a 19.
Are you serious?
Yeah. 17 plus 2.
Just do anything.
Wow. Choose a manufactured metal object, such as metal weapon or suit,
Yep.
of heavy or medium
It's
metal
made of
armor
plate, like bronze armor.
that you can see within range. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes fire damage when you cast it.
Any creature in physical contact with the object. Okay. All
But
right.
what happens on a
You
save?
can take a bonus action on each of your later turns to deal additional damage. If the creature is holding or wearing the object that takes the damage, the creature must succeed the Constitution saving throw or drop the object.
Okay.
Oh, so it takes the damage.
That's what I thought. Yeah, because it doesn't have anything to drop. You're just heating up its.
Oh, great! So it's
metal
automatic.
frame,
It is.
right?
It is guaranteed damage now. Well, that was hot. 24 fire damage.
It is bloody.
All right,
As
and
its
then
bronze
if
as its bronze shell heats to like red, and you just see it like
Yeah.
like thrashing, trying to like shed its armor, but it
and
cannot.
if it would survive until its next turn, or until my next turn, yeah, I would be able to do that damage
Correct.
again each turn.
Well, is that the end of Codex's turn?
That was my action to switch. There was
Yep.
another action to cast a spell. Oh, I sold the bonus action. The Eldritch Cannon jumps off my shoulder and puts some distance between us. And then
I'll take an opportunity attack.
yeah, I guess it would.
Or oh no,
No, you can.
It's
there's too much going on.
As Dave would say, you can. You definitely can.
Hound is red hot and thrashing around and cannot make contact with your Eldritch Cannon as it
All right.
attaches from your shoulder.
And that little guy is going to set down his spider legs and like brace itself and fire off a good old force blast
Okay,
at that
Good old force blast.
doggy for 21 to hit.
that hits.
My hit.
And that is 19 force damage.
damage to the dog. I do think that might kill the dog.
It does not kill the dog.
What?
That's unfortunate.
Can you just round up a little bit?
Still wouldn't kill the dog.
Use some DM
If I round
math.
up to 20, it would not kill the dog.
Use some DM math. How about it runs away?
No.
Its lord is dead.
Well, I
Nope.
think he might be mad that we did.
And now it's the hound's turn. The two hounds.
He might be mad we didn't die.
Sorry, I
first
can
one,
take it.
But that's not over yet, though.
I can take it because I have a reaction and my AC's already up to 24.
The hound at the back is going to circle past Ape Gregory, not provoke an opportunity attack,
That's some
and is
course
going
it
to
will.
attack Codex.
I would like to argue with the DM that they seem that intelligent.
They are not intelligent. They are trained well.
Okay, that sounds like some bullshit.
He is going to try and bite Codex.
Bring it.
That is a 24 to hit you.
I will use my reaction to cast shield up to 29.
Okay,
So it misses.
it doesn't hit you.
Hold on, actually, let me make sure I have it. Yeah, I do a spell slot. Okay.
Right.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm
Then
sorry, I
it's
said 5.
Then it's the other hound's turn. Also going to try and bite you. That one does 27. How long does shield last?
1 round of combat.
What round?
Oh, so it
So
stays
still
active?
Still
Till the start of your next turn.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Neither one of them can successfully bite you.
Ask the wizards how shield works.
Then Hellbor, I
Yeah.
need a death save, please.
I swear to God, if you rolled that one.
Success.
Success.
And it is Ape Gregory's turn.
Cool. Which one's within range of me?
The one right, well,
Right next to you.
The one right next to you that
Copper.
you can't see.
Cool.
The copper one that has heat metal on it.
You can probably
Oh,
just sit
so
on
I
it.
shouldn't hit that one, or
No, you should.
You can hit them both.
that's a 19 and a 26 to hit.
Yep, they would both hit.
Okay.
Well, you
The 19, we'll start with the 19, roll damage.
Plus, it's 20. It's 26 points of damage on that one.
Smash it into the ground.
Hey.
All right, the other one's still alive.
Yeah. Can you multi-attack onto more than one
Yeah.
target? Okay, cool.
Give her a-
We're gonna go attack the other
Thorum
one
just
then.
had to do that.
So you.
Do you want to keep your 26?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
That's a 7. That's another 26 points.
You smash the second one.
Yay!
And you just watch it like explode out from
Gregory.
under your fist. You move over to the other one, explode that one out from under your fist.
Are we out of combat?
The Codex is like,
And
That is the noise that we're
thank the
out of
gods.
combat.
and you just feel like the earth settle around you. All three hounds are dead in the dirt. The Lord of Blades is pulverized into the ground.
is the head intact?
Huh?
Is the head intact?
Head
or just
is
smashed?
intact,
Fuck yeah.
and weirdly enough, the breastplate seems to be intact also.
Oh.
Is it? I'm assuming that's heavy armor.
Any one of you can investigate.
I will.
That's
Not anyone. Hellbor is bleeding out on the
Yeah, I'm gonna rush down
Okay.
there,
Yep.
and
I'm gonna drop polymorph.
I have
Okay.
one. I'll give her one of my healing.
Greater healing.
I am gonna
Go ahead. You are stabilized.
It is what 44.
4d4 plus 8.
44 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
I would like to roll investigation on the Lord of Blades.
Are you rolling it? Alright.
You. Okay. Investigation on the Lord of Blades. What you got?
An 18.
As you guys all start like gathering around, Alibor is breathing but unresponsive on the ground. She is no longer bleeding out. Yeah, you're stabilized. But still, you still need to take, I believe, at least a short rest to like actually be up.
Oh.
Or wait, no.
No,
you
she's
healed her.
fine.
You healed her.
She's
You didn't
healed.
stabilize her.
Yeah.
You gave her healing.
I did.
Yeah.
do
You
like
didn't do like a
big
medicine
ones.
kit.
No.
No, okay. All right, yeah, you're conscious. You're like,
Well, I wake up to a view.
yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, you wake up, and as you regain consciousness, you hear a whisper in your head, and it just says, you, Gregory, as you're investigating, as everybody's kind of gathering around, you pry the adamantine six blade from the Lord of Blades' hands, and you hold it up, and you're like, oh God, this is heavy. Like, the thing weighs probably like fucking 20 pounds.
I'm having a good time with it though.
Like, yeah, you're like trying to swing it. It's like sending you off balance.
Now, is this actually him or is this an avatar?
The Lord of Blades?
Yeah.
This is the Lord of Blades.
Okay.
Yeah, this is him.
I'm gonna cut his fucking head off.
I'll look at the armor.
Well, I was gonna say that's what I was rolling for. Is there anything on there that Gregory can use?
There that he can use?
Yeah.
So, what you find as you guys are investigating the Lord of Blades, there is the adamantine six blade. There is an adamantine breastplate.
Okay.
There is a ruby worth 3,000 gold pieces.
Gregory steals that instantly.
There is a diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Again, Gregory steals that.
We're watching.
Yeah, I think
You act like I care. I am aware that everyone's watching, but
There is a really good-looking intact head.
Dibs. Dibs.
Kodak starts smashing his fist.
No.
Your fist is literally glancing. No, you can't even dent it. He's made of adamantine.
Yeah.
Your fist is literally like glancing off of the helmet. And there is one greater healing potion left because he drank one of them.
I would like to recoup that.
So the adamantine breastplate, is that heavy? That's heavy armor?
It is a breastplate. Whatever the stat is of just a breastplate, but with the adamantine
you
properties.
said the diamond was only 1,000.
The diamond is worth 1,000. The ruby is worth 3,000.
As you're yanking those out, I'm going to say you may want to hold on to that diamond
can
for a
Breastplate.
I'll take the breastplate.
revocation.
That was the idea.
Okay.
How do I equip that?
So you would have to add a breastplate to your armor, and then you would have to go on to click on the breastplate and click the adamantine prop.
So I already have plate.
Yes.
Can I?
I don't think it'll do anything for you then.
So I have to just add breastplate to my armor.
Yeah, but I don't think a breastplate will do anything if you're already wearing plate armor.
Oh, it's the same.
It's the same.
Oh,
The only
Okay,
difference is
Might be
it's
less.
a piece of adamantine.
An adamantine breastplate is uncommon. The suit of armor is reinforced, one of the hardest substances. While you're wearing it, any critical hit against you becomes a normal hit.
Yeah,
Right.
So it doesn't really. I mean, I already have more AC than that breastplate,
correct.
so I don't want it.
Could I take it and find somebody to melt it down?
Or sell it.
I'll
Probably
just.
worth. Yeah, it's probably worth.
I'll just take it so that maybe I can melt it down later.
Okay.
What's magical amongst all this stuff?
None of it's magic.
Okay.
Can you tell me about the glaive?
Adamantine six blade? Yes, I can.
Hagen, you don't have another key in the potion.
I do, and I take the one that I just grabbed from
Adamantine
the
six
spell
blade.
here. I mean, we don't have a healer, do we?
Gregory flips you the diamond into the healing potion.
Okay.
Adamantine six blade.
Let's store
is
this
a
away.
Legendary glaive, requires attunement. This weapon vibrates under your touch as if filled with barely contained energy. When you hit a target with the six blade, you deal an additional 2d10 slashing damage and 2d6 force damage to it.
Wow.
The six blade is an adamantine weapon, meaning any successful hit against an object, like a stone wall, a door, something like that, turns automatically into a critical hit. In addition, if you move at least 10 feet straight towards a target and then hit it with the six blade on the same turn, the target takes an additional 2d10 slashing damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
DC equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier, or be pushed up to 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Do you use two-handed weapons?
So that's the thing. I equipped it right now, so we're just gonna say that I have it, but I just want to see what it does because I don't think I can use it.
I can
So
use.
I was gonna say,
I can use it if you want, but
I don't know if you have proficiency with blades or not.
That's a good question. Do I have to think?
You should.
Maybe. That was a greater healing potion, right?
Yeah.
Who has the ruby? Okay.
Yeah, my two. I didn't. You said it. You have to attune to it, right?
Yes.
Which I already have.
You're
On my
used to it, right?
attunements taken.
Yes.
I think.
Or you don't have one.
I didn't have one.
Okay.
I'm waiting a hot second to kind of see what
Helen,
happens.
are you
but I
able to use the
you know,
breastplate?
I wanted something.
Are you
on me
able
in
to
case I
wear
did go
heavy
down.
armor?
Because like I'm at
It's
40.
under
If we don't get back to morning kind of I'm gonna go down. So
It should just say,
I just don't want to burn it if we were gonna go back.
if you look up breastplate, it should just say whether you're proficient in heavy armor.
Yeah, I can't use the 6 blade.
Can I use it?
Yeah, I mean, you're getting the breastplate. You
Why not?
already have the +2 glaive, and now you're getting the 6 blade. Is there anything that Codex can even use?
I can give you the breastplate.
Did someone claim the? Did someone claim the potion, healing potion?
Yep.
And you stole both the gems.
So he stole the healing potion. I stole both gems. I gave him one of the gems in exchange for the healing potion.
But I'm holding on to the gem for
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
I can give you the adamantine breastplate and the +2 glaive so that I could use the crazy 6 blade.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, someone that can use it. Yeah. So go ahead and take that. You just look
You
up
guys
6
can-
blade,
You're also welcome to sell them or trade them for something else.
and I'll take the breastplate because maybe I can
Sure.
make something with it since I'm an artificer.
Can I
Maybe
look up
can
that
reuse
item?
adamantine.
The 6 blade? adamantine
I can add it to. Were you able to search
Yeah.
for it?
Just
Joe?
type in 6 blade.
Okay.
under
Oh,
adamantine.
it's-
Because I think I have my homebrew stuff available.
I will add
for you
that,
guys.
and I'm going to equip that bad boy immediately.
So I removed it. And I will just add the breastplate, which I can't actually use right now. Can you use it?
Well, I looked at it said medium armor, which I know
Yeah.
I'm fine with medium armor.
Oh wait, is a breastplate medium armor?
Depends.
That's what it said.
It depends on the breastplate.
It says adamantine breastplate is medium armor.
Okay. Then yeah,
Okay.
you can use it.
Okay.
Is it better than what is 14 AC? Is it better than what you're currently wearing?
I only have light armor.
It's got leather armor on.
Then yeah,
You have
it's
11.
it's probably yeah.
It's definitely better.
It's
Go ahead and take it.
Okay.
Did you
Even
want
though I
the
don't trust-
+2 glaive to sell?
Even though we don't trust her.
The one
You can
from-
say something to her when you hand it. Like, I mean, you can obviously talk. She's conscious now. You can talk to her about what she was trying to do.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take the glaive, I guess, since
So you attach that on your back.
The +2 one?
yeah.
Okay.
I
I'll
don't know
remove
if
it.
it has...
Dwarf
I
with
don't
an
think it did
adamantine.
add any extra.
Could you equip
I'm
it?
still... Yeah,
you
it's
have to
equipping,
equip it.
right?
There's
Yeah,
a
so you're
10
at
foot
AC
reach.
17.
Yeah, but I was.
You were before.
And you just had the leather on before.
Is she proficient in medium armor?
You should be able to check in. Simple weapons, light armor, medium armor, and shields. Yeah.
Okay. What if she unequips the leather armor
I
and,
did.
and only
Yeah.
equips the breastplate?
So yeah, well, her base is 16.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only letting it go up by 1, even if she puts on the leather or if she puts on the adamantium plate.
Her AC is.
I mean, the adamantium plate's going to be better because it basically critical hits do just become normal hits, so you do have that.
true.
go
Even if your
at the
AC
end of the day.
stays the same, people can't crit. you.
Yeah, I mean, so
Will I
even
remember that? Absolutely not.
yeah, so even
But
even though it doesn't technically increase your AC above the leather, it's not going to do anything else.
Okay.
Might as well wear it.
You know,
Yeah,
might as well.
and hopefully we remember.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, it seems like your base AC is 16, so
Yeah. All right.
All right, the loot has been distributed.
Yeah.
So this a question,
Yes.
because this is confusing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 1d10 plus 5 That's the base damage for a 6 blade.
Yep.
On top of that, it does 2d6 force.
Yep.
That's I rolled 2 6s. And then 2d10 slashing on top of that.
Yeah.
And then if I move 10 feet up to the target, it does an additional 2d10.
Yeah, for your
Plus
So
other-
it's,
for your charge.
so it's
ability.
4d10 plus 2d6 plus the regular damage.
I mean, when he hit me with it, it did like 45 damage.
And I get to attack 3 times.
Yeah.
Actually 6 times if I do
I
action
don't think you're
surge.
supposed to get the 2d10. The extra 2d10. I think it's supposed to be 1d10 plus the 2d6 force.
But yeah,
And then if you charge, you do get the additional 2d10.
It says if you hit a target, you deal.
I know what it
additional-
says. I
Oh
think
my
it might
god,
be
this
wrong.
is so confusing.
I think you just roll your 1d10
Uh-huh.
plus 5 or whatever it is.
Yep.
And your 2d6 force damage.
Yep.
That's your normal attack. A d10 plus 2d6 force. Then, if you're also charging, like if you rush somebody from at least 10 feet away and then attack, you deal an additional 2d10 points of damage.
Okay, so it doesn't stack so that it wouldn't be 4d10.
Correct.
Because that would be
Insane.
okay. I guess whoever wrote the description
Yes.
for it did not write
Did not edit it correct.
Okay.
Correct.
oh, you hate that.
it. Well, I thought I was gonna get 4d10 out of this bad boy, but oh.
No,
Actually, it would be more like 5. It would be 5d10
it would be like
plus
5d10. No, you get 1d10, and if
Plus
you're
force
charging,
damage.
plus the force damage, and if you're charging, you get an additional 2d10.
Okay, perfect.
Alright.
And I lost my
Cool.
shield.
Or you can sell it for a lot of money.
I am not
Totally
gonna sell that. I'm not gonna sell it.
Okay. You guys are out of combat. Portal lies in front of you.
It's still movie trip.
It is still
Yeah.
booby trapped.
17.
Codex.
You guys are all looking pretty rough.
We are.
Thorum's
Some of you guys are looking kind of rough.
9
Good for you.
is
Good
26.
for you.
Yeah.
Get there, yeah.
Gregory points to the fucking corpse. Just good.
so 26. If I was here, would I have been able to see what she tried to do?
Only if you were paying attention to it. If you were fighting,
I
if you were
wouldn't have
fighting
seen
a
it.
hound instead of watching
Alright.
what she was trying to do, probably not.
Okay.
So I just healed.
But also none of
40
you know
health.
what she was trying to do.
So I'm still bloodied, but I'm at half damage now.
Cool. Well, would anyone, what are the thoughts on the pool?
Well, Codex takes a step around Hellbore's head.
No, I'm still up. I put my breastplate
Well,
on.
I mean, like, we didn't get to act it out. Like,
Yeah.
and Codex is like, what? Curious, Hellbore. Why did you attack my leg?
I didn't attack your leg. I was retrieving the rod.
You pried open my leg.
You touched his grundle.
Well, I thought you came over here so you could give me the rod.
I came over to help keep you from getting attacked by the dog and the Lord of Blades.
Oh, well, thank you.
So what good would getting the rod exactly have done? What was your plan there, darling?
Making sure we got through the portal.
So you were gonna leave all of us?
I wasn't gonna leave all of you, but
That
I am protecting the rod.
yeah.
I think I'm protecting the rod.
Yeah, I think we're all. You're a little new here to be to grabbing things that we've been nearly dying for and running away with it.
As Thorum's sawing the head off, he goes, "Sounds like she was gonna leave us." Just he's sawing the head off. It's
Sounds an awful lot like she was gonna leave us.
Okay.
Sounds like a tall tale to me.
just as he's removing the
Why
head.
would I leave you? We don't have all the parts yet.
Because we don't necessarily know what happens if you were to run through that portal with the rod. It could have closed
Hold on.
behind
Give
you.
me
Codex takes it out.
Give me a persuasion check. And you do still have advantage on your d20s.
Okay.
Oh, that's still
That backfired.
until.
Codex takes out the rod from his leg.
Never has there been a secular sentence.
Oh my God. She's not very convinced. And she seems a little nervous being confronted by all of you.
Well, I'm not actually trying to persuade. That's the truth. That's my goal.
You guys may make an insight check. She's just not very persuasive with how she is presenting. this
Yeah.
information. She's
I think
truthful.
because I'm
She
like
is
getting
truthful.
confronted.
Can I make a bullshit check?
Yeah, insight.
Yeah.
They should rename that.
Bullshit check.
Bullshit check.
She's not persuasive,
It's a 17.
but she is truthful.
Codex,
So-
I would think everyone would understand. There was one goal, and if you die, you die, but I needed to make sure the rod was okay.
So she's just dumb?
I think
There was a reason why I teleported him away. It wasn't for us to attack him. It was for us to get away.
Well, yeah, but
we had
Yes, but that's the problem.
it did work.
Seemed like it worked out. Still slowing.
It still worked out, true, but the key, the point of what we're doing isn't to defeat the Lord of Blades or to defeat the whatever on these different planes. It's to retrieve that piece and get through the portal.
See, I have no problem with that, but what happens when that goes through the portal?
I don't know. I have a problem if she was going to try to do it alone.
Which is what it sounds.
But the problem I'm having is that instead of trying to do what we should have done, Codex decided that it was more
A
important
personal problem.
Well,
to take care of the Lord of Blades. Now, I agree that you support him, but you need to focus on the mission. And the mission is to defeat
I
Vecna.
did die, technically, so if you wouldn't have helped me out.
So I understand her point of view, maybe not her method, but her point of view.
Arkin, you give me a persuasion check also.
Definitely could have used one. That's way better. That would be a 24.
As Arkin's words like land on Codex, you've been, especially over the past couple days, you have been connecting with your emotions in a way that you didn't quite think was possible. But as the person who literally rescued you from Eberron starts speaking to you and saying like, hey, we need to focus on the current mission. Like, this is the mission at hand. This is what we're trying to do. His words resonate and land with like your primary directives of completing the mission that you set out for, and you mean you can
prime
roleplay this.
directive.
Your prime directive, yes. You can roleplay this however you want.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
it triggers
Yeah,
something
I'm
in you.
absorbing it.
It triggers something in you that you remember, like Vecna winning means all of this is gone. Means it doesn't matter. It means it doesn't matter if the Lord of Blades is alive or dead.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if your friends
The
are
Raven
still
Queen
alive.
showed me the destruction
Everything
Yeah.
is Vecna
across
Vecna
the
wins.
place.
And while it's a noble pursuit to kill the Lord of Blades, if you guys lose, it doesn't matter anyway.
Okay, so Codex takes in what you say, he ponders it.
But like I said, we will support each other.
Yeah. So
But
Codex
the
says,
mission is
fascinating. Arkin, I respect your. I respect what you've shared with me, and I appreciate that. I know I have been learning more about emotions and feeling, and this has been trying for me. And at the same time, my tactical analysis was that we had the situation under control. Gregory, Helbor, to a part, and myself were able to take down the Lord of Blades. It took mere minutes. Little has been lost, and we are all still standing.
again, that is a what if.
I also died.
You went unconscious,
I
and you only did that in.
Yeah, I don't
the
think
moment
that.
of-
I just consider it unconscious.
Gregory goes over to Codex. Codex, we did well. You and I did well. She did well. I understand where she's coming from. I don't agree with her methods, and it does skeeve me out. I'm not going to lie. But I understand where she's coming from.
Thorm's done something.
Yeah, I started tying the head within a rope and have adorned it to my belt. I'm like,
Team, I recognize that maybe you feel that we should not have taken on the Lord of Blades. But I did not engage him in hand-to-hand combat. I stayed at a distance and fired from far off to cover your retreat. We only turned to engage the Lord of Blades when we realized the situation had turned in our favor.
I don't think any of us have
Agreed.
a problem with you necessarily. You know, we're all going to have a vendetta. We're all going to have something that we want to fight for. But Arkin's right. If we fuck this up, if we die, if we lose the pots, that's it for all of existence. This isn't just about.
I
us
mean,
and our
we did
emotions.
well, but it was a what if.
I will take your
I'm bleeding
concerns.
out. Like I'm not okay. She's not.
Gregory,
okay.
that happened at the beginning of combat when we were first ambushed by the Blades. That had nothing to do with my decisions.
I got
Can we
significantly
discuss this
worse.
again in the sanctum? Let's get the portal.
watch out for the mines.
Yeah.
No, but really, like, seriously, like, out of the discussion, like, you got attacked at the very beginning. That had nothing to do with anything Codex did.
No. I'm just saying more that we.
I only
we stayed in
turned.
combat.
I only turned and moved closer to the Lord of Blades after he was bloodied, and when I saw Hellbor was in danger.
Yeah.
So, like, Daryl disagrees with this analysis that Codex did something to endanger the party because
No.
I was fighting him from a distance.
Not
while
necessarily that you endangered the party, but that you made a choice to throw caution to the wind and go fight your vendetta rather than worry about the portal. I think that's more where we're coming from. Because you're the one holding the rod. So you did okay and you didn't necessarily endanger the party. You endangered all of existence because if you would have died and you didn't and you were sitting there and none of us were around you and he just took the rod, he has the rod, now we're all fucked.
Yeah, and the other thing was that he wanted the dosing.
Yeah.
That was why.
That's why we
Make sure
that's
he
why he
wanted-
stopped us. Yeah. He wanted you. He wanted the dose and he said you weren't leaving.
So
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
But-
I see the distress, but I've been clear from the beginning. Our goals do align on this journey. I did not align with that.
So, let's just think about it for the next time. Can you do something about those things? The spell magic didn't work.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I can throw an axe at it.
I actually was thinking about throwing that.
I tell you what, I can throw axes like you wouldn't.
That's actually what I was thinking.
Codex
but I also
investigates
was worried
the.
about maybe it'll blow up the portal.
I would advise investigating it from a
So I
distance
had,
about
like-
20 feet away.
Yeah.
24 investigation.
Yeah. As you
Do you want me to roll again for
no,
damage?
As you start like steadily like creeping up towards, or you can hover, whatever you choose to do, and you get a little bit closer. You do realize they are in fact some form of proximity mine, and it is concerning that they have embedded themselves in the sort of like doorway of this portal. They will need to be deactivated by some sort of electromagnetic style pulse wave.
Get the other one.
I was turning.
Could I freeze them?
I was just gonna say water.
Electromagnetic.
Can you shock it with an electric spell?
I have shocking grasp, but that's a hand. That's a touch spell.
Or heat. No, you have to
Oh, he's
touch
got
it.
lightning. He's got literal lightning.
Yeah.
Ducky.
But I didn't know what would happen if I hit it.
I
Yeah.
believe you do have a spell that should work.
Equipped.
Yes.
Okay.
I think you were going to cast it earlier. Maybe by
Thunderwave.
that.
But won't that set it off? Or are we saying that electric will Yeah.
I mean, a thunder wave is not
Oh, okay.
really that's not lightning.
Would it just crush it? I guess. And then,
Thunder wave is sound.
It's just
thunder.
force.
It's sending out a
Yeah.
pulse.
Force. Yes, you can't get near them, and you obviously
So
don't
you-
want to hit them with something physical, but force would disrupt them or send them away.
So you're saying force?
Yeah.
Yes. Your
Yeah.
24 investigation determines that
Cast Thunderwave.
Force
that
damage.
hitting them
What
with
about
force
this?
Also, the Eldritch Cannon.
or something that
I
knocks
use
them
my Eldritch
away.
Blast.
That's something that
Excellent.
can knock them away without physically coming, like with nothing actually coming close to touching them. They're proximity
There's
based.
nothing for them to detect.
Right. So if
Yeah.
an axe comes flying at them, that will have to get
It
close to
detects
them
it.
and hit
Right.
them, and then they will detonate.
Yeah.
But force is not something they can detect.
Right.
So
Yes.
if I from where Codex is standing, if I hit that one with an Eldritch Blast, should it
It'll
shoot
shoot
away?
It'll shoot clear to the back of that little rock formation there.
Yeah, that's a
You don't need to roll to hit them.
29.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Cool.
I do the same thing with
yeah,
the
you can-
Eldritch Cannon.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, your Eldritch Cannon would work. It doesn't fire like that.
and then we move around
Projectile,
and take care of the
projectile.
other one.
Cool.
Yeah, you disperse the mines.
Okay.
They beep, 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 beep. They hit up against the
Oh, there's a-
rocks
okay.
that are at the back there, and you just watch at the back of the rock formation there as little like explosions detonate
I
out
wasn't
and
sure how that
dust up
worked.
into the air. But you guys are all safe.
Okay. Portal.
I believe.
Portal.
Portal.
I believe our exfiltration is secure.
Yes. Yes. You guys are safe to make your way through the portal.
Cool.
As you do, I have like a little chapter wrap up that might take a little bit. Do you guys want to take a quick like 5-minute bathroom break now, or are you guys good to keep going?
I think we should do the wrap up because that'll give us something to talk about during
Okay.
the break.
Yeah.
It's my
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and shoot for the wrap up.
I do have one question more for Hillibor. So when she heard the voice in her head
Yes.
with like thank you for the offering,
Yeah.
did she feel anything or just your voice? Like did she feel any like power? Did she feel anything?
Just
the
hears the
voice. Okay.
She feels a shiver.
She feels a shiver in her timbers.
Oh boy.
Okay.
As you make your way.
Getting hot in here.
I don't think so. As you make your way through the portal, you are back in the sanctum, and you can see, like, out through the windows of the sanctum, it appears to be nighttime in Sigil. The Wizards 3 are not there
Of course they're not.
to greet you as you walk through the portal.
Why aren't they
They
waiting?
don't
for
stay
us?
up 24/7 just waiting for you guys.
Am I gonna be turned into a rabbit again?
You guys have been gone for days.
if it happens, I'll kill you again.
Don't
I appreciate that.
don't piss them off.
Yes, if they turn me into a rabbit again, please kill me immediately.
You?
Yes.
Turns him back.
Well,
a whole
yeah,
thing.
that's how polymorph works.
So
Gregory's like,
so yes.
you're like
if they
confused.
turn me into a rabbit, please stomp on my head immediately.
You were off babysitting.
I was.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Children.
Weird. Apparently we have 70 viewers right now.
What? No way.
How did we get possible?
We have 70 viewers?
We have a lot of comments.
Adam?
It only says 2 viewers on my end. Anyway.
270. It's about the same.
I wanted to say 69 viewers, but he was calling me to tell me that.
I don't know, but there are some people commenting. Hello. Hello.
Hello, is it
commenters.
good?
Hello.
Is it good?
Yeah, they're just saying hi.
Hi.
You're locked in. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention who was I was in the moment. Anyway.
You have more work to do now.
All right, lock it in, everybody. Okay. So you're back in the sanctum.
Back in the raid.
Great.
Oh, we got raided.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the raid. That's awesome.
Thanks.
I appreciate it. I've never been raided before.
Oh, you did like a small like, and then we sent other people over to somewhere else.
Yeah, that was pretty much what we got. But yeah, basically, like when someone's streaming and like somebody's like
got
popular
raided,
streaming and not
apparently.
us, they're just like, "Hey, I'm
Tiger
logging
Rock.
off."
It's very nice. Very nice thing to do.
Tiger Rider raided us. Thank you, Tiger
Thank
Rider.
you,
Tiger Rider.
This is the first time we've ever been raided.
Bless up,
Aw.
We usually have a
Like,
viewing of like two people. So welcome.
Well, welcome.
They just defeated the Lord of Blades, and now they're back
Ships.
in the Sanctum of the Wizards 3 and have to decide what to do with their lives. So,
Ooh, thunder.
wow, we got lots of noises happening. Okay, so you're back. The wizards are
Back.
not there. What do you guys want to do?
Gregory find a bottle of fucking.
Greg, are you going to search through their rooms again?
Well, maybe. Not, well, I know they're here.
Let's not do that again.
It was fun.
I don't think you.
Gregory pulls out his
I don't think. Have you thoroughly raided the wine cellar in the basement yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, like, there's still a ton of wine down there. He has found many bottles of wine,
Yeah.
but has not
I was gonna say, yeah, Gregory.
Greg,
emptied
could you
it
show
by
me
any
the,
means.
Could you show me the wine cellar?
Sure. Gregory and Codex go to the wine cellar, I guess.
I'd like to investigate the wine cellar.
You find hundreds of bottles of wine.
Any secret passages?
Great, no secret passages. Great vintages, though.
Gregory.
We are talking.
Codex wouldn't know.
We are talking second age wine.
Yeah.
Like good shit. Bottled with magic, preserved, magical wax.
Yeah.
Still like hundreds of years old and still fantastic.
They used to make dildos out of back in the
No, we can't say that. We've been raided. We can't say stuff like that. There's more than one person watching us.
Not
We have to behave a little bit.
there's not.
We
You
have
have
to
to be a
behave
good
a
behavior.
little bit.
I'm sorry, Greg. I don't. What do you do with this bottle?
Oh my god.
Gregory
Can you
looks.
explain it to me?
Gregory looks over to him and just casts Mage Hand and pops the cork out.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's a good time.
So what you do with that is, if you want, are you going for?
He just kind of like pours it on his head a little bit.
Gregory immediately grabs it. No. And Gregory, the house is magic, right? It's like the silver.
Yeah, the sanctum is
Okay,
magical.
that's my
Yeah.
thought. 2 glasses, please.
They pop into thin air, and a little beautiful little like ornate table for the glasses to sit on.
Cool.
Pops
And
out of thin air.
Gregory.
Yeah, it's like Silver Flame's house.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Gregory pours the
that?
bottle of wine between the 2 glasses. So you want to savor this. You want to enjoy this. So Gregory swishes it around in the
That's
glass. You do have like an olfactory sense, right? You can.
Do I?
I was gonna say I didn't know like how organic
Can I?
you
Can
were.
I have the ability to smell in character?
Yo.
Yeah, you have olfactory sensors. You're a warforged. You can be as customized as you want.
Fascinating. It smells. I smell
Grapes.
dried berries.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe a grape.
So
Pepper?
this particular vintage is rather full-bodied,
Like tobacco.
on the heavier side of things. I do enjoy a very heavy red wine. Yeah, go ahead.
Are the rest of you like resting in the
Oh, yeah.
meantime?
I-
Retreating
Like
to
10
like a
Yeah.
room.
So yeah, well, you know when you have a to-do list and
Yeah,
like
I
you
do know
do
when you have a
something
to-do
and then you
list.
add it just so you can cross it off.
Yeah,
Sure.
Oh,
That's
for
what
the,
he just did with
mean
the
it.
for the dopamine hit.
Yeah, so he
Okay.
he killed the helped kill the guy and cut his head off. So he's gonna add that to the to-do
I mean,
list.
did you
And
help
cross it
kill?
off immediately.
Did you help kill the guy?
Hey, I was supportive. I killed the dog.
You did cut his dead head off.
Yes, I emotional support. I technically turned around when you gave your speech, so
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Okay.
count that.
And that's true. I will admit that I gave a speech that I thought we should try to stop him while we had a chance.
And then
Well, I think it, again,
I did do that.
once I realized you weren't gonna run through the portal,
Yeah.
Thorum turned around because he's like, I'm not gonna abandon.
Well, I
the
said
big metal buddy.
if you guys need to run, go. But I'm gonna try to hold him off.
yeah.
So what I'd like to get into here, like a little bit less minutia. I'd like to know, like what happens as each of you kind of unwinds from this stint in, like, so I'd like to start with Halibor. As you sort of retreat to your room and rest, what does Halibor do when she's like alone, when she has her free time? You have like, because you have your sort of demonic patron. Do you check in? What happens when you finally don't have the burden of having to deal with everybody else in the group?
I think the way that the group reacted, I think she needs validation from
Belial?
From Belial, yeah. I think she just needs did I please you, basically.
So like as she reaches out to Belial, the Lord of Lies,
And the most handsome one.
and the most
Wow.
handsome demonic prince, he appears before you in like sort of like a shadowy visage, appears almost like a tiefling but with wings,
Okay.
like bat wings, in just like a very simple black leather robe. He says,
Like a Hefner robe?
no, not bathrobe, more
That's the-
robes.
more like acolyte robe.
Jedi.
Like it doesn't tie. There's no like back tie in
Okay.
the front. It's
You
like
had your chance.
No back tie. It's not like you have to. No. He does have slippers on.
You're not getting me Hugh Hefner, right?
No, he has like hooved. He has like hooved feet.
Said he was really handsome.
He's got Uggs on his hooved feet. He
Sure you're
appears.
not Birkenstocks.
He appears before you, and he says, "Hello. Must confess, I am a little bit disappointed."
And so is Nora.
So is Nora.
Nora is disappointed. You know.
I was worried you would say that.
Specifically requested that you gather the piece of the rod from the casino. And I see that you have been dilly-dallying with this ragtag group of adventurers.
Unfortunately, as I see it, I need these ragtags. If we were to get
Are you saying that the power that I've given to you is not sufficient?
You did get knocked out by a dog.
Wow.
I did.
I wasn't gonna say it.
We're all thinking.
It was a metal dog.
Well,
Probably do need some more power.
but
Between my demonic gifts and the gift that imposter has given you, you should be more than sufficiently capable of retrieving the rod.
well, he didn't just want that piece, right? He wanted the whole.
Just wants that piece of the rod.
Oh, I thought in the very beginning when I brought it up that I was like, is this goal?
The goal is
Your
to steal that singular piece of the rod. He wants what that piece is capable of doing.
Is that a piece I have?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay.
'Cause
Well,
the casino didn't ring a bell.
we have aligning goals, but they're also going after Vecna, and I thought,
Have a timeline. I have explained this to you before.
Oh, he's talking down to you now.
yeah, so
My power does not come for free. You swore yourself to me, and if you cannot fulfill my demands, then I will find one who can. You don't even know what you carry next to you, do you? The sword.
I love that reaction.
I don't, do I?
You don't know what it. You just think it's a
Okay.
scimitar.
It's pretty much the sword from.
Similar.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Is this imbued with something from you?
Cute. sword is alive. This sword belonged to a powerful vampire.
Well, I noticed it's very happy when it gets blood,
Yes.
even mine.
Yes. It does not distinguish. It thirsts. You must feed it if you wish to wield it. If you truly wish to serve me, I need you to persuade the group to find the rod piece. Use any means necessary, even if it means using the sword. Do you understand me?
I understand. I'll do better.
Then I will bestow one more blessing upon you. And with that, because we will level up after this session, with that, Belial bestows upon you your next level of Ill Rigor. And your sort of like dream hallucination in your room fades. You will continue to learn more about the sword that you carry, but we will switch over to Arkin now.
Certainly.
Arkin, as you make your way to your quarters in the sanctum, what do you do? What happens?
I already answered.
What's my subclass?
I
You're an artificer.
am going to try to go into some meditative
Yeah, thanks.
trance.
I already told him to.
Okay.
I want to see if I can reach out to the Raven Queen again.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
Sure. Okay. That would be a total of 20.
You can manage
20.
your social
Yeah,
media.
I know. We can just
All right.
do that.
With a
then we
20,
can have music.
what do you say as you do you like reach out into the void? How do you try to commune with the Raven Queen?
We never really discussed, how.
Well,
We never said that she was replacing my patron, but
Who was your
That-
patron before?
the undead.
Oh. It was from the Raven Queen. Okay.
But I was contacted by the Raven Queen after.
Yeah, that was
Barovia.
that was part of how you got in this whole thing. It was, yeah, I remember that.
And that's what drove me.
So what do you think
is-
Arkin would do? How do you think he would set up to try and commune with the Raven Queen?
Probably.
She's still doing it.
Yeah.
She's just vibing.
I mean, honestly,
I'm just alternate. I'll bring her.
Like, does he set up like a seance? Does he set up? Does he just like open a tome?
well, it would be more of setting up like incense and just
Like maybe-
diving deep into his psyche, since some of his
so more of like
powers
a
are more-
psychological
and actually
pursuit.
kind of going into the chaos of my being,
Okay.
since that's part of what I can affect. I can affect the chaos around me.
As you start kind of bending the reality and the meta magics that exist around you, you find yourself like you're sitting cross-legged on the floor in your room, and suddenly you find yourself in what's the Raven Queen's domain?
She's not Shadowfell, is she?
Shadowfell, yes.
Oh.
Yes. You find yourself in the Shadowfell, and you are sitting on this tall black tower, very reminiscent of like Orthanc in Two Towers. And you're sitting up at like the central point of this spiked tower in the Shadowfell. And a large black raven lands next to you and just looks at you like with its head turned to the side, one eye kind of facing you. and the raven begins to form into the shape of a woman in like a purple silk dress. She says, "My child, you have sought me in the shadow. How may I answer your questions?"
Ever since you came to me after we defeated Strahd, and I went back home, and you reached out and touched my mind with what could be if we did not defeat Vecna.
Yes, I remember the moment we connected.
I have spent my time researching the realms, connecting to other planes, Eberron, and trying to find out as much as I can. We've gone up against the cult of Vecna. We've recovered pieces of this staff that the Wizards 3. And I just want to make sure that we are on the correct path, that listening to these Wizards 3 is the way to victory against Vecna. And if there is anything else that I need to know going forward.
Do you ask for a gift, my child?
Ask for knowledge.
Knowledge.
Maybe knowledge of the future, maybe a piece of information that will be helpful in our quest. Are we doing the right thing?
Knowledge is powerful.
Well, is this rod going to defeat Vecna?
It has the ability to. In the hands of those worthy, yes.
And the Wizards 3, they are the path?
They are. But do not trust them all.
Trust them all?
Yes.
Certainly.
Mordenkainen.
How isn't he? What the?
Well, he is kind of the creepy little man.
Isn't he
Yeah, man.
the
Turned me into a rabbit.
Lord
really
the Lord
tried to-
Mage of Greyhawk? The one of the Circle of Eight?
Mordenkainen is, yes.
Understood.
You must, to an extent, forge your own path. But this gift of knowledge I give to you,
That
he lies.
is appreciated.
And as her silken clad image shifts back into a raven and flies away, and you feel yourself drifting through chaos energy, through chaos,
Through the warp.
through the warp,
All right.
and back into your room. You become keenly aware that there is now something in one of the pockets of your robes as it settles that was not there before.
Okay. I'll take a look.
As you pull this item out of your robe, you find this gift that the Raven Queen has bestowed upon you. You find a desiccated eyeball with a purple iris.
Cute.
Huh. I guess you didn't pick that one,
Yeah.
but that sounds about right.
Probably shouldn't eat it.
No.
Why did what?
All right. You got to eat the vampire thing.
And
He's Sam Fierce. I love it.
as Arkin decides what he wants to do with that information, and will also level up after his commune with the Raven Queen, we will switch to Gregory.
Hello.
Gregory, you and Codex are drinking yourselves into a stupor in the downstairs lounge of the study. I mean, you guys were raiding the wine cellar, right?
Oh no, I just the more the word stupor. I haven't heard that word in a hot minute.
a good
Continue.
word.
It's a solid. I enjoy it. No, it just took me a little bit by surprise.
And in your sort of drunken revelry, you don't really sleep, but you are inebriated beyond belief, and you find yourself drifting in and out. You have memories, a night spent with Ismark, fighting Strahd amidst the towers of Ravenloft, speaking with the fortune teller and
Eva.
Madame Eva, yes, thank you. And your camaraderie with Thayron and Marge and Arkin, and just good times are just kind of flowing over you. And then like a knife cutting through those memories, you feel a phantom clawed hand just grasp inside of your head and yank you back to sobriety. As Strahd stands in front of you. And he's sort of
He's not all there.
he's not all there. You can tell that you're hallucinating, you're
Yeah.
drunk, but he's there.
Before we jump into this,
Yes.
this was retcon that Gregory did not know Strahd was still alive, or Gregory did know Strahd was still alive.
Gregory does not know that Strahd is able to
Okay.
return.
I was gonna say I knew that as a player, but I didn't
Yes.
know that Gregory.
And he retracts his clawed hand from inside of your head and lifts your chin up to look up at him, and he says, "Oh, my dear Gregory, I've missed you so."
You shouldn't be here.
But you allowed me to be here. Your failure, every step of the way, has led to this point.
We killed you. I'm not sure how you respond to that as failure.
You did. It wounded me dearly. But I do not stay dead easily, and the one true God has brought me back.
And who might that be? Just out of curiosity.
We only whisper his name. We say it in the dark.
How is it Vecna?
It's magnificent.
Gold.
Powerful beyond belief. He has brought me back. I might have my vengeance on you.
Recommend not quitting your day job to become an evangelist. But continue.
Evangelism. That doesn't begin to describe the joy that I have when I think of my Lord.
Is there like a skip button here?
There's not. You can't press B. You can't press B.
Gregory's just eye rolling through this whole thing. Just like, I swear to God.
And a phantom hand just slaps you across the face. You will come to me.
I mean, no. I don't think so.
I have something. And he levitates this image of the next piece of the Rod of Seven Parts
Oh shit.
in front of you. Then snaps his fingers and it disappears. Now, you know I like it when you come willingly. But it is obviously your choice.
So what you're saying is that you're well aware why we're gathering these pieces. You're not stupid.
Oh, my lord has told me everything.
Then why are you? Are you really that confident that you're going to win after being? We're 1-0 right now.
I believe you're 3-0.
I mean, we're 1-0 against you.
That's better.
We're 1-0
Actually,
against
that's
you,
a
and
better
you're
record.
Yeah. You're really trying to go again.
I don't think you understand the games that I enjoy.
I don't think you understand that we've gotten significantly stronger since we annihilated you.
I suppose we shall see, won't we?
Oh, unfortunately, I guess I am going home then, aren't I?
forward to our reunion, Gregory.
I mean, no. I was just trying to be nice, but no, I can't agree with you.
And he just fades off, and you pass out in a drunken stupor.
Oh, well,
And
I love that you're getting even more British.
yeah,
Yeah.
becoming increasingly British.
Yeah.
It was a very sensual experience.
I know.
Wow.
I'm gonna fuck
It
shit.
always is. It always is.
Well, he always wanted to fuck.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it was on the table, but it was, it was,
You were probably open to
it
it.
was that will they, won't they, like,
We will skip now to Thorum.
So,
Thorum,
yeah.
you're not.
Partners?
You're not like the eloquent thinker of the age.
No.
You're not religiously in touch with the gods.
I do have one god.
You do.
It's dwarf god, so he's not the best, but he's,
Oh.
he's a god, all right.
But what you do have is a list.
I have a list.
And you love that list with your
I
whole
love
heart.
that list.
And you are just writing names and scratching off names on your list.
Well,
And you
Thor's,
just sit and you have the Lord of Blades helm sitting on like your table in front of you late in the night, and you are just staring at that helm. What goes through Thorum's head?
Well, Thorum's not exactly a young dwarf. So as he looks at his list, he looks back on all the grudges he's filled, and they all seem so small now. Because back when he was working for his hold, it was kill this goblin, kill that goblin, kill this other goblin.
Simpler times.
Simpler times. And then he got a grudge to fill where the undead killed a high-ranking member of his clan. And so this is his first big break. And
How does he feel about that?
well, his hold was the most important thing to him, and now he's seen that there are other realms and other kingdoms and places he didn't know existed, and it's putting things into a little bit of a different perspective. It's like he's not familiar with magic. Like he didn't know that there was like a he didn't know there was a multiverse.
Yeah.
So he didn't know that there were other realms and pocket dimensions and half vampire people and robots that can talk. So he's like a little, yeah. I mean, he's
Out of his depth.
completely out of his depth, but
Yeah.
he's like slowly realizing that there's maybe more important things than filling oaths in a book, and it is
Like
kind
what?
of disturbing him.
What seems more important now?
To him now,
Yeah.
potentially the people that he's come to almost die next to multiple times, but he is not so sure about the new one.
Does he feel like fair?
Yeah.
Does he feel like more training might be able to prepare him? Does he feel like deeper study in religion might
I think this is the first time he's ever gonna pray,
Okay.
because he is not really. I mean, his job is to go kill things,
Yeah.
like, and not ask
So who does he
questions.
pray to? Who is
His god is Moradin.
Moradin,
Who's seen as
yes.
the
like the All Father of the dwarves?
yeah, he's like
Yeah.
it's thought of as like the one who made the dwarves.
Yes.
From like
Yeah, he created
So-
them. Yes.
yeah, and he's gonna ask. I don't know for. He doesn't even know how to pray like properly because
Figure
he's
it out. Yeah.
He's,
Trial and error.
yeah. So yeah, he's gonna ask for some deeper meaning than just filling grudges. But
And as you reach out to Moradin, you feel an immense weight on your shoulders. And your room begins to glow with like a golden aura. And a very deep, but very soft voice echoes out in your room. My son, you reach out finally. I've waited for this. How can I help you?
I love the accent, by the way. Thorum's gonna ask, is there anything more than just I'm not doing the southern accent, but I'm trying to think.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything more than just this? And like he's gonna gesture to his book of grudges.
What is this?
Is this all I'm meant to be? And he's gonna
What
gesture
more
at his
could you
weapons.
want than the strength of your arm, the power of your steel, the metal of your heart.
Yeah.
I give you the strength of the dwarves. You hold us all on your shoulders when you go into battle. You need more than that, my son.
Holy power. Getting a paladin level. Definitely getting a paladin level.
What's your charisma?
Not great. -1. Maybe not holy power, but honestly, that would be kind of
Maybe
funny
you could- you
though.
could
To have a paladin with terrible
Morden.
charisma.
Morden, he says, they give you faith. Your faith you must find on your own. But this I can give you. I can give you strength.
Like strength.
And he bestows upon you the polearm master feat.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's nice.
As you level up, however you choose, Moradin will gift you the polearm master feat.
Wow.
Does that help with the glaive?
It will help with your
Okay.
glaive.
So Morden's symbol, I think, is like a hammer and an anvil.
It is.
So I'm assuming I'm still wearing the hat that has a hammer and a sickle.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love if that turns into a hammer and an like is engraved instead of a hammer and sickle.
Sickle with like instantly like blazed off of
anvil,
your hat, and you just have
anvil
an
and
anvil and a hammer.
Sick.
And depending on how you choose to level up, like I don't think you have the stat distribution to level
to do
into
a
paladin,
I think we
but you
talked
could be a slightly more faithful fighter.
I mean,
You
it'll
could
probably
be a fighter
influence the
with like
role
a
play
faith
more
component. Yeah, exactly.
because he's now not so scared of magic
Right.
and or God.
He's his eyes are opened to the metaphysical.
Yes.
You could try a cleric level too if you really wanted to.
I do have
depending
plus
on, I
one
think, what his
wisdom.
wisdom is.
Yeah. What's your wisdom?
+1.
Oh.
What's the number?
Oh, 13.
I think that's high enough. I
Yeah,
think
he
it's
might be
12.
able to. I think
I'm not positive. I'd have to look at it.
you might be able to pop cleric. level if you want.
But so Morden gives you that boon of
Okay.
Polearm Master, and then you feel his presence depart from you. And then we will finish with Codex. Codex, as you... I don't know if you quite get inebriated, but I feel like you probably fall into like a deep state of reflection of everything that happened in the Mournland and in Eberron. How is that affecting you?
Codex is, I mean, going from someone that, being a warforge, and he's been so ingrained in logic and tactics and analyzing something from different angles to come up with the best solution, especially when he was a soldier. So now, like, with everything he's experienced, he's realizing that getting more in touch with feelings, whether it be sadness or anger, or rage, which is like, just losing control of his the rational side of his processing. He's recognizing the great power in this new part of his personality, because it can push him to beyond just making a logical decision, but also like having compassion and actually feeling like he has a bond with the people he's fighting beside.
Yeah.
In a way he wouldn't have before. Like when he fought in the Great War, soldiers and warforged dropped around him and he thought nothing of it. He focused only on the mission. And now he sees these people as more than just other soldiers, but people that he cares about. And that goes back to, I think, when Shakira taught him how to dance when they were in that club a long time ago.
And I imagine, sorry to interrupt,
Mm-hmm.
but like I imagine as you're sort of processing all of this, you're like cleaning your firearms, like maybe disassembling.
Well, you should
them.
never be inebriated while cleaning a firearm.
That's true.
But this is a fantasy
True.
world.
Safety first, everyone. But in fantasy land, maybe you need something to do with your hands while you're processing these emotions.
Yeah.
So you're like applying your gun oil to your firearms,
Yes.
cleaning them out, making sure they're ready to go for
Fixing
the
your
next
little
mission.
hatch, 'cause
I
I've
mean,
got-
obviously, you
Yeah,
make sure
I'm repairing the hatch
you're
that
repairing
the
anything you need to.
rod parts are stored
Sure,
in.
yes, because
Where,
the hinges were a little bit deformed. After.
yeah,
I don't know why.
yeah.
So you're processing. You're doing something with your
Yeah,
hands. You're
I'm
making
duct taping my leg back together.
your leg back together
With real
Fantasy
duct.
duct tape.
with fantasy
With
duct
real duct
tape.
Yeah. yeah.
Duct.
Yeah.
Liquefied duct made into tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very pasty.
Very sticky.
You
Thanks, dude.
yeah, you
course.
are just like working, I imagine, like with your what's your rifle?
An antimatter rifle.
Antimatter
I
rifle.
Yeah.
love when people think duct tape is
And just like
about deeds.
processing what emotion
Smart.
means to Codex. Like,
And you can
Yeah, it's a
purchase-
powerful
Duct tape.
tool
yeah,
that he's a little
Quite the brand.
afraid of.
sure. Like it's distracting sometimes.
Yeah. Because like when he's been enraged, he's realized it's distracted him from
Yeah.
maybe a more logical decision.
Yeah, like he has been so mission focused, so task oriented, like make sure every step is done,
Yeah.
do what needs to be done to accomplish the mission, and his emotions almost seem to be like pulling him away from that. Like they help the mission sometimes,
Yeah.
but then sometimes they're very damaging to the group dynamics, and I feel like he's probably wrestling with what that means to him.
He's still questioning whether he did the right thing in choosing to engage the Lord of Blades. Not just like provide cover fire while the group escaped, but he chose to like he was going to fight.
He's like,
He knew deep down
yeah,
that he was going to fight till the end with the Lord of Blades.
yeah. He's questioning the details. Like he's
Yeah.
questioning the choice every step of the way. Like, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right choice? Did my emotions get in the way?
Yeah.
As
He's wondering if he's damaged.
as you are processing all of that, you find like your hands are moving faster, more dexterous. You're working apart your rifle, putting it back together. You're piecing your cannons back together, like without even thinking about it. You are becoming increasingly more proficient with your firearms, and you, through repetition and discipline and intense study of your artificer skills, when you level up, you will automatically gain the gunner feat.
Cool.
That will
Wow.
increase your dexterity score by 1 to a maximum of 20.
Okay.
You will gain proficiency with firearms, which you already have. You will ignore the loading property, which you already can do. But being within 5 feet of a hostile creature does not impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls.
Does
So
that
you
also
can fire your weapons from melee range.
and I don't need to have the attunement now. Is that right? It
The
frees up an
reload?
attunement. Yeah, the
Because you
reload
ignore the
attunement.
reload property. You will still need no, because your attunement also automatically creates your ammunition for you, so you would need ammunition.
Got it.
But now you don't have disadvantage within 5 feet,
Wow.
and your dex is increased by 1,
That's cool.
and you level up.
Solid feed.
Yeah.
So, all of you process what you learned from your deities, patrons,
Daddy Strahd.
conflicted romantical interest, your discipline in your craft, level up your characters, and we will meet back up again in a couple weeks and dive further into Eve of Ruin. I want to say thank you again for the raid.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for the people that stayed to watch. We are gonna get going, but thanks for hanging out. We'll be
Yeah.
back again in approximately 2 weeks. We have some holidays coming up, and we'll work around that. But thank you.
Peace.